Yes. What up? It's a Triple B show right here tonight. Who's here, man? Who's here? Where are the funds? Right, let's have a look. Without further ado, Retro is in the house. Is the first. I missed out to the infamous Mr. Sam Stroller. I can't see a comment from Sam. Maybe it's been deleted. I don't know, man. Danger Man says respect in every aspect. Yes, brother. Like Coogan. Comfortable. Warren claimed this fight is a game changer. Low. But the Ngubu fight. Yeah. Fuck, I mean, he fucking, if it was a Hearn fight, he'd be rubbishing it, laughing at it. He used to slag off the Jake Paul fight. It's a fucking terrible fight. It's embarrassing. Has anyone seen Ngubu on the fucking on the pads or on the? It's awful. He's so slow. He's so uncoordinated. Well, his punches are so basic, man. It's an exhibition anyway. They're all going to have an agreement before. Tyson Fury's out. Francis, I won't make you look bad. I'll dance around you, hit you with a jab, take you to the later rounds, and then I'm going to stop you. Yeah. Bricktop has 15 hungry pigs and eat pigs. So never trust anybody who has a pig farm. They will go through bone like butter. Yeah, Bricktop was fucking great, man. Yeah, my boy. Good evening, boss. Good evening to you, brother. Great to see you here, as usual. Great to see you here. Corey Powell. Disco Dave, come on, blood. We're not starting off to talk about Corey's blood. Dan Morphy from Straya. Sorry, from Ireland, but now in Straya. Yo, Dan Morphy, you'll be pleased to hear, right? I'm doing a special. It's up there, so you can already what's it called? I put a notification, right? So 12 p.m. UK time, I think I did it for. I'm doing a Australian special, so I'm doing it because of the time. So you can see it's Australian. Quite a lot of Australian fans, and they've often said, oh man, it's so difficult because it's so late. So this is, it depends where you are in Australia, but it will be at 12 p.m. UK time. My boy Cam says yes, Triple B. Yes, B to the B is here, my brother. Hey, here we go. Sam Stroller. Fucking hell, man. You've come alive, blood. We thought you was brown bread. You disappeared. No brown men equals Sam not bothered who wins. Lee Wood gives Sam 0 wood. Big up. What is it, man? Israel or something? What is that, man? I don't know. I can't see what them symbols mean. Big up what? Batty business. Either big up Batty business or Israel. I don't know what you like, Sam. Fuck out of here, man. Adam D, what up, Shabba? Yeah, it's good. I'm a bit tired. I've been smashing the videos. I need to get at least, but definitely one is the minimum videos per day for the fans, but I'm trying to get 2. I've done a short. They don't count really as a proper video. I've done a Gilberto Ramirez, Joe Smith Jr. preview. I kind of just gone below the radar. Yeah, it's quite a good fight. They're both coming off losses, but it's a good fight. And then fought a cruiserweight before. Yeah, it's kind of, so it hasn't attracted as much attention. And my boy Lil Musgrave from the north of England. Perfect timing. I just got back to the comfort and safety of the basement after having to briefly venture out to the cold, uncaring, sick society we live in. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I started, to spend most of my life in the basement. Like I said, I will come out sometimes. Obviously, I've got to walk to Tyson the dog, but I don't have to go far, and I know my roots. And, but I did go to London, see a friend of mine, and went to the club. So, but I know what you mean, man. It's depressing. Bandari Barry. One of me Irish fans. You need a T-ball like Frank Smith and Umar. I vote the Triple R. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough work right now. And there's certainly no money in it. So they'd have to be, when you get those, what do they call them there? Not an apprentice, but, they get them office boys. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. You can't earn any money, but it'll be a great experience on your CV. That's the kind of deal, Maybe at the end of the, the end of the month or the end of the week, come on, man. No, I'll get you the pint. You've earned it. I don't know what you do, man, but you can start with clearing the basement up. Should be going global. Yes, fam. I'm reaching out for the funds. I've got loads of initiatives. I'm just worried about when my energy dips again. But yeah, I've set up a Patreon. I haven't uploaded anything yet because I just want to get to know what's wagwan there, you know, because maybe someone could fill me in. I haven't read all the details, but I was like, right, I want to upload videos. They're not shown anywhere else. And then it looked like I seen like some press release, like a new channels, they take away that ability and you have to just use Vimeo. I don't want to do that. The whole point is, I don't know. I'll have a look, man. But anyway, anyone can fill me in. My boy Dan Morphy says, great stuff. Yes, brother. I don't know what part of Australia you're in. Like, is it about 5-hour difference from one end to the other? It's massive, Australia, isn't it? Yeah, it's like the US. Yes. Am I dead yet? Yeah, I ask myself that every morning. I've been getting some horrible dreams and things. Triple B and everyone. Yeah, I guess that's a what up. Dan Morphy says, ban Sam. Yeah, Sam's like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I thought he was going to die. Yeah. I thought he was going to die of the AIDS. Yeah. And he was so ill for so long, he just disappeared, you know. He used to run the channel, right? Didn't he? He used to run the channel and then he kind of disappeared. And I don't know, man. But he seems he's been back in the game. He's talking about like Corys and, you know, brown men and stuff like that. So who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows? But let's have a look there. Adam D. A runner. Yeah, a runner. There's other words for it. A runner, yeah. I was once used to work for an ad agency, yeah. And it was a friend of a friend who got me the job. And, yeah, I was paid like £50 a week, which is nothing, you know. But I was living with, like, I was living at home still. I was young. And, yeah, it was a big, well-known advertising agency. Like, I don't you get paid bugger all, but it does look good on the CV, you know, I guess. But and I guess that's what the, you know, it's a bit schemy. They can pay you better than like just a few quid. But yeah, inversion. What's up, Triple B? Yeah, I'm all right, man. A bit tired. Been churning out the videos. Cleaned up the basement. I mean, we started going back to the gym yet. Florida gay weather. Is this the gay weather? Yeah. I'm surprised Fish Eyes hasn't had a coronary. His blood pressure goes through the roof. Whenever Fury ducking or Hearn is mentioned, yeah, he doesn't look very healthy, does he? Fish Eyes. But I mean, he's been shot and survived. But you know, that guy didn't do a good job. There are rumors that it's a certain boxer. Bang, daddy paddy. If Triple could have a table of 4 for dinner, oh, I like these kind of questions. Past or present, dead or alive, who would he have? You know, if you're saying, obviously, you know, you'd want. I mean, you know, it depends what mood you're in. Obviously, I'd want maybe some of the disciples of Jesus, but Jesus ain't human, right? You know, he's divine. But let's talk. You know, if we're going to keep it in the boxing sphere, I don't really know. You know, sometimes some of the boxers that boring, but I know so much about them. It's not that interesting. I'd have to have a think about that, man. Yakub, I'd like Yakub to talk about Yakub, the guy who invented the evil white man's. And I wouldn't like Muhammad Ali because he's actually quite thick, you know. He was given a lot of his scripts. He was fast talking. You don't get this fast talking guys, but they're not actually that bright. He's one of them. So yeah, Yakub for sure. I mean, you know, the Austrian painter. Come on, man. The Austrian painter. You'd have to have the Austrian painter and Winston Churchill. And Winston Churchill's an evil man, by the way. You know, all this nonsense about what a great guy he is. He's an English hero. He ain't, man. He's all wrong. And check him out, man. The winners write history. That's it. But people who are bright, check it out and, you know, investigate. Floyd Gay Weather, what are you talking about? Frank cannot stop smiling and making fun about Hearn's situation. Yeah, he loves it. It's quite weird because some of my fans have been telling me, and I've seen like all the comments on any Sky Nicholson video, I don't know, for ages, months and months, switched off on IFL. Because IFL, they're not in Hearn's pocket, but they're his big pal, right? He gives them exclusives. He used to give them loads of free tickets. When they were a young company, the rumors that he funded them and gave them some funding. So, you know, and they're doing that. Why? Well, what's his face? You know, Eddie is plowing Sky. Doesn't want it to come out. And then, well, not only that, another one of my fans, I think it was Taylor, told me that all the Matcham articles, anything to do with Matcham or Hearn that appeared on, he said newspaper, he said the Daily Fail, what? The Mail. Yeah, he said you couldn't comment on it, or very limited comments. They're moderated, which is weird. Sam's back. Go is Israel. Go Israel. Yeah, I know. We all know what you're about. It's not really for the Triple B always fans, Israel. There's a lot of problems, man. A lot of problems. Floyd Mayweather. Taylor, is that you, France? Oive, inversion. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Inversion knows. Yeah. Inversion knows. Dan Morphy. Melbourne, mate. It's only 2 hour difference. It's only 2 hour difference in Perth. Yeah, what difference is it from the UK, though? That's the main thing. Taylor, at Floyd Mayweather, no. Yeah, he ain't. This ain't Francis Ngannou. Sam, death by Corey. Do you mean Sam Stroller? That's probably the way he'd like to go. He almost did, because he had the virus. Sam Stroller, why? Well, I'm going to say, I don't know, man. When he pitches this kind of thing, sometimes I think, you know what, I'm just going to put you on quiet like I did before, because he starts talking Corey's. You can't be trusted, to act like a normal person. Sorry, just itching my leg. Could send Triple R interviews with low-level boxers. Yeah, pay with posse and views. Yeah, because I don't like to go out in the basement, whereas Triple R likes it. He can get Floyd, what's his name, Ty Booth interview pretty easy. But I don't know, man. I have to talk to Triple R. Hopefully he'll come on it. Floyd Mayweather. Fish eyes were shot by a 10-year-old. Yeah, I hadn't suspected that. Maybe that's why they're like beefy. What fight is more interesting? Lee Wood vs. Josh Warrington or Gilberto Ramirez vs. Joe Smith Jr.? For the Triple E, definitely Lee Wood vs. Warrington. And the reason being is, the odds were similar, right? So they've shifted a lot. As I said, Joe Warrington's 3.75. He's now dropped 2.88, right? Because he looks in fantastic shape. But Wood vs. Warrington, it's a British grudge fight. When I say grudge, I've seen it in the face-to-face. They didn't seem to dislike each other. But, it's 2 guys at the same level. It's an even fight. They're both world-class-ish, but they're not really, like, top world fighters, right? And you could say the same about Ramirez vs. Joe Smith Jr., although, obviously, all these guys have won world titles, so what can you say? Ramirez vs. Joe Smith Jr. is interesting, but I've got a feeling Joe Smith's on the slide, and he's always been quite basic in some ways. But Turbia really smoked him, but he caught him early. But the Smith is a gutsy guy with decent power, and he had a good chin until Baturbia cracked it open. I would go for Wood Warrington, especially this all British fight, an alleged grudge fight. Ramirez vs. Joe Smith, I'll be watching in the morning for sure. Good fights though. I don't know. It went below the radar. It didn't seem to get, they're both coming off losses, but the top guys, they didn't seem to get much publicity. Dan Morphy, Tyson Corey. Fury to ask why he sold. I don't think he'll answer that, but I assume it's because you either got threatened to have you will never get any money, and we will hound you, which they did. Do you remember how they used to hound him in the press? And, like gang stalking, basically. And then, also they would, imply threats to his family. And he thought, you know what, I'm just going to take the money. But the problem is they get you early and then you go deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's obviously been some kind of, they threaten you and they offer you. This is how to get you. It's both threaten you and they offer you riches. So, I don't think Tyson would ever tell anyone. Would he tell anyone? Shane Bongos. Churchill's mother was a whore. Yeah, she literally was a whore. But also, he was bought out by bankers. He was lent some money by certain characters. And also, he was desperate to get his name in the books and war. He bombed Dresden. Germany asked 8 times or something. And even before the war started, to get a peace agreement, because they didn't want war in Britain. They didn't want to kill. Churchill didn't care. He didn't care about killing whatever. It was 350,000 British men, young men, plus 70,000 civilians, all bombing Dresden, which was full of women, firebombing Dresden. What a way to go. Full of women and children. He's a scumbag. a scumbag, an Illuminati scumbag from the secret society. Yeah. Spencer Fearon has an undeveloped frontal lobe. That's why, yeah, he can't control his emotions. All right, can't control his emotions, and he can't think in the future. He's a moron. That's why he can't organize things, because you can't think more than like 15 minutes into the future. Bang, daddy, paddy. If you had a disposable body, what would you do? If that's something you have to tell me. I mean, so I read about some gangsters, right? And it was actually, I think it was the Craze. Also very creepy. You know what, the Craze? The reason they got so harshly treated his head because they overstepped the line, right? And they were friends with MPs. They were feeding them utes, right? They were wrong-uns. They were nonces. Yeah. And they were from Sam Stroller's community. And there's a couple of guys they got rid of. One guy was, I can't remember his name, but it's Frank the Mad Axeman, or Frank the Axeman or something. Real strong guy, yeah. And they escaped him out of prison. I don't know why. Broke him out of prison, and they went to they got him a little place in East London. And he obviously is going a bit nuts in there. So they've got a hostess from a strip club, basically a hoe, and he fell in love with her. Anyway, they took him off and they ended up whacking him. And they, I don't know, they rolled the body with chains and weighed it down, just threw him in the sea. And that's the best way to get rid of a body. Yeah, you just got to have access to a boat. The other one, who's the other one? They did someone else to Craze. I can't remember what the name was. One of the guys they killed, I can't remember. They didn't buy the foreign Jack the Hat or the other guy, I think. And they did the same thing. They whacked him and then dumped him in the sea way down. You're never going to find that, are you, blood? Even in this day and age, you know? They couldn't even find Titanic for years. That's massive, right? Also, who's that posh guy? Lord Lucan, Lucky Lord Lucan, right? He was looked after by his pals and he started getting out of line a bit, becoming a liability. And apparently, well, there's several theories. Some people say he escaped somewhere like Namibia and just hung around posh people. Yeah. Other people say he got whacked and he got dumped in the ocean. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Intern work experience. That's it. The UK phrase is work experience. Intern is more of an Americanism. That's right, man. I've done work experience. I mean, it was right. You know, I got my 50 quid and I thought, right, I got my Yale. I got my packet of Yale for the weekend. You know? And now we're living at home, so Dan Morphy. Oops, sorry, blood. It's a bit annoying, this thing. Are you going to do a Huey dump in the woods? Fury takeover with it. I've written some scripts. The things with the videos, right? It takes quite a lot of time to get everything together. Some of them know. If you're just doing a quick recap of a fight that you just watch, but you know, sometimes I like to put in some skits and get the images right and writing a script, all this and editing. It takes quite a long time. So I've got all these things that I've written. I've got like a list and some great videos, some skits, some parodies. But yeah, so I've been writing a Big John Fury skit. A day in the life of Big John. I'm sure he taught, well, that would have been Peter, wouldn't it, that taught Huey to take a huge dump. Floyd Mayweather. Do you think Tunde and Yard have done some back business? It's very fruity. Yard's another one of those guys he's another one of them kind of guys that takes PEDs, a lot of PEDs, and seems to turn them to bad business. These things are messing with people's hormones. You got to remember, real badly. You know, the body starts producing loads of estrogen to combat the test. I don't know the details, but it messes with your hormones, blood. Michael M. Fury and Ngannou is not on box rec. Can Ngannou block Fury Usyk with the rematch clause? Oh, they got a rematch clause. Imagine that. But for Ngannou having a rematch clause, I mean, I thought only Fury had a rematch clause. I don't know, man. I mean, why would you put a rematch clause for that exhibition? It's not on box rec because it's not a licensed fight, which is weird because a licensed fight on the undercard, and Joe Parker, as Barry Jones says, Joe Parker, and what's his name? The best one is David Debo. Dynable Adelaide. He's Fabio Wardley. But it's not for a British title, even though Fabio is a British champion. It's all a bit odd. I don't know where they're going to get. Huh? I mean, I suppose they'll be licensed by someone. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. Dan Morphy, lions in the camp. Yeah, Tunde's a fraud. You know, I see him back in the day in amateur shows. You know, what you do is hang around at endless amateur shows and turn up at gyms and, you know, he'd be trying to chirps up mainly the black boxers, but anyone, yeah, but mainly the black boxers. And you know, he'd be sitting there ringside, give them advice, yelling really loudly, and eventually some of them signed with him. You know, he's like most Chinese, he's not nut in blood. Canelo treated Cholo like the cat. Cat bin lady treated that cat. I don't know anything about no cat lady. Huh? Comfy balls. Alcoholic Churchill had no problem saying work class men had to get slaughtered. I mean, absolutely. He encouraged it. He had no problem dropping firebombs. You know, like, you know, Britain. Oh, Britain. Well, we did so well against evil Germans. Let me give you a red pill. Look at the what's the name of that place now? Danzig area, right? Which was invaded by the Germans. Why was it invaded? Because it was full of Germans. It was a part of land which had been taken away from Germany. It was full of Germans who had been persecuted and killed. Germany tried to negotiate with Poland. Poland wouldn't have it. And then he had the Schengen Agreement, right? So they went in there going, well, we've got to save these Germans. It's only a little place. They didn't invade Poland. They invaded a little place. And then Britain. And by the way, Churchill in 1930 said, we have to destroy Germany. He wanted to kill Germans, kill people. He's a disgusting human being. Yeah. The thing is, right, like, especially the First World War, I mean, that was just utter filth. I can't remember what Churchill was doing then. I think he sent some boat full of young, inexperienced sailors into real dangerous waters, and it got smashed. He didn't care about human life. I mean, and it's not just the working class. I mean, obviously they're the main ones. They're always the main ones. Just get the young officers, right? The young officers would also get slaughtered, especially in the First World War, and they would go over and they would have a stick and a pistol, and obviously they'd be you know, because they're the leaders. They would get the first ones to get gunned down. But the thing is, once you got the ranks, you get out of the trench. But the working class guys stay in the trench, man. They can't go hide in sergeant. They stay in the trench. Yeah, it's sickening, man. Sickening. Warrington's going to use Space Raid ahead. I mean, that's his third weapon, isn't it? Yeah. 12-hour time difference. Well, it depends where, brother, where you are. 12 hours. So if I do it, no, is it that long? If I do it at 12, it'll be 12. It'll be 12 of a.m. on Monday, will it? What is this, blood? Sam Stroller, beautiful Jewish men. Huh? Oh. Some guy was asking, why do you like it? Why do you like Israel? Shut up, Sam. We don't want to talk about brown men or whatever. I thought I might go back to being a Fury fan since he's back on. Yes, but wait till the press conference, the location, an exact date. Yeah, you know. Yep, my boy Dan knows very well. That's right. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. You got lent 150 grand, which was a lot in those days to save his estate. This is how they buy you. They threaten you and they give you cash money. Cash money. Facts involved. Yeah, I'm glad there's some red pill guys as well. Shane, the crazy incestuous sex. I know it's disgusting. They're both wrong. I mean, real wrong. The only reason they got so badly harshly treated is because they stepped out of line. And I think they were going to grass out MPs and parties with MPs and was served up with young boys. It's utterly awful. Crazy a bit fruity. They want a bit fruity blood. All right, what up, boy? Good to see you. TB, Triple B, Champ. Rumors do for the rounds that Eddie's been grooming both Sonny and a young IFL commentator. Who's a young IFL commentator? Sonny's been grooming them. What, for that business? Sonny. Well, Sonny Woodlook has got a body of a child. That's a fool. You know what I'm saying? Are you doing any videos tonight? Piss off, Sonny, you mug. Yeah, I'm going to put his telephone call back because that's classic, man. Classic. Yeah, that's right. Bazza, yeah. Daddy Hearn, who went to the Epstein Islands several times. And Epstein had 6 of his numbers, private. You know? Yeah, size of a child. That's right, man. Comfortable. The crazy black man in a nonce called Lord Booth. The critic's right. In Eaton Square, wasn't it? Or something? Yeah. That's right. And they stepped down like, the Cash App link isn't working. Oh, thank you for... Really? Okay. Well, okay, I'll have a look at that. I thought I'd fixed that all up. I'm sorry. All you got to do is go to Cash App, right, and enter #, Bengo G14. I'm going to put it on Cash App now. Send me a message as well. So give me your, with your YouTube name, so I can big you up in this video and the next video. That'd be real sweet, man, if you can do that. Yeah, I haven't mentioned any super shekels yet. Maybe I told you it's a rat with a really big nose. This rodent, I don't even know if it's a rat, bit me, right? On the leg. Since I've been obsessed with super shekels, but I'm a bit more chilled today. And Sam Stroller keeps on saying, don't worry. They just go take the shekels. I'm a go. Anyway. Francis is more juiced than Gage. Yeah. I don't know. He's as juiced. MJ, what? MJ, unlucky on your fight against Tambu. Oh, I haven't seen it. Have you uploaded it? I'll check it out. How do I lose, blood? I want to see what I look like, bro. I'm looking forward to that. This is my man, MJ. He's got a new channel. He does some fight night kind of fantasy fights. Triple R got stopped by Tambu, but I want to see how Triple B gets on. Versus Canelo vs. Charlo is probably the worst fight last Saturday. Or Wally vs. Gasser. The quality was poor. The reason I didn't mind them. I mean, the Wally and Gasser I sort of watched. The stream wasn't great. I like Wally because I was right and I won. I didn't put up much money. I won 25 quid, but it's better than punching the Corey, isn't it? Canelo vs. Charlo was a bit boring. Again, though, I didn't put no money on it, but I was right in my prediction, so I felt some. I felt some pride, some childlike pride. Jim McDonald, yeah, that's what I heard as well. Eddie's been grooming Sonny with interviews. Also, that Charlie Parsons side. Yeah, I don't know that much about the game or what's going on. Who these guys all are. Obviously, I know whose son it is. Yeah, so MJB saying that Triple B is taboo for my channel. I hope he doesn't stop me, man. He's only stopped 2 people. Well, 3 people now. He stopped the triple grapist. Wallin is a new Tony Thompson, big awkward but no power. Yeah, but Tony still flattened. Okay, the admittedly chinny David Price. Right now, someone mentioned Cash App. Remember, super chat. We got our super chats back. Will be gratefully received. Yeah. Like I said, I only make £2.50 an hour, and that's why I do it for the funds. Or you can Cash App. So YouTube don't take away 30% on #Bago G14. Someone was going to send me one. Come on, brother. I'm waiting and I'm excited. My last Cash App was £14.88, which is nice. Quite interesting, isn't it? Inversion. Is it 8 p.m. in the UK? Yeah, yep, 8:30. Where are you, brother? Tell me. I hope I can remember. Huh? Floyd says Sonny probably has bad teeth. He looks like kind of has rotten teeth, doesn't he? Rotten teeth. Right, I need to catch up, man. Hang on. Still no sign. No Cash App. Or super chats. Come on, bloods. I'm doing this for you. Svenotka. Hello, everyone. It's me, the greatest super middleweight of all time. Oh, no. Sorry. That's a Dutch accent. Jawohl. Hello, everyone. It's me, the greatest super middleweight of all time. You are very good. You're unbeaten. People talk about unbeaten. Mayweather, Calzaghe. They should talk about Svenotka as well. Yeah. Bang Daddy Paddy just charged you 15 quid. Please don't forward it to Casa. What? That's what they didn't have. You lied, man. Because they don't have no Cash App in Ireland. I know you Irish. So you super chat me, blood. Should be your followers will wonder. They're not followers, they're funds, bro. They're funds. They're superior. They're followers, they're funds. Wonder if I got my fat came back from Porky that he knocked me for. Yes, he called the old Bill when I turned up at his house. The rat said, "Can you film this, please?" And can you, like you said this every time, but I said, A, why don't you film it? B, why? You've never really told us why you owed you 5K. Dan Morphy, you want to lose money, you bet on Sonny. It's a weird one because I expected Bam to stop him. Then I saw Bam hit the pad, and I was like, man, you're really quite whack yourself. He's only stopped 3 out of the last 4 fighters. Sonny is taking it seriously. Then Sonny got in the ring and started hitting the pads. He looked whack too. I know, it's an interesting fight. He's better than a punch to Corey. Yeah. Dan Morphy's Sonny could eat an apple for a tennis racket. Yeah, man. And he could eat anything for a tennis racket, that one. Who do you think is the best cruiserweight right now? Jay Opata? Yeah, definitely. definitely. Who else? I mean, what's the other one? Badu Jack, the so-called Swedish guy. I mean, he's not very good. I mean, he was all right. Wasn't he a super middleweight at some stage? He beat a pretty average guy. I don't know. I'd like to see Optitis batter him. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah, the so-called Swede, Badu Jack the Ripper, King Hercules. Calzaghe want no smoke in Germany. German. Yeah, I mean, Oka. So Oka was very skillful. He's very short and a bit dumpy for a super middleweight. He's a guy who definitely wasn't PED. You look at his body shape, like blood clot. Compared to today's muscle bound like queens. He did have a couple of close shaves, didn't he? Got Robin Reed for one. And the best one for me though, like when I say Andy Ruiz, I can never disrespect him after he ironed out Gay, especially when he's fat, and then Joe Smith for knocking Bernard Hopkins on his head so much that Bernard said he beat the count and it was a push, and knocking him out. That was great. And the other one is Svinopka, Anthony Bundine, Anthony Bundine, Anthony Bundine. Went over and he's going, what's his name? Svenok hits like a girl, like my daughter. And Mundine was actually quite well. He's a lot bigger. And anyway, Svenok utterly ironed him out like flat. It was beautiful, 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 beautiful. Where's Tamu? You've been cobraed. Foul crotch. Yeah, crotch. We'll kidnap my Coogan and torture the basement. I mean, a couple of guys. Hang on. Super chat. Wait, a couple of guys say that they've seen him, but I don't know. You don't know whether people are just joking. Triple R claims he's a sparring partner and train. I'm like, yeah. Oh, how many times you got together? Well, we've trained once. Oh, okay. Yes, my boy. Yapira 3D. Yes, Chubby. Thank you, brother. So true about World War II. Force Sniper. Good vs. Evil Turner. Constantly. VE Day rubbish. All to say, what a load of rubbish. Yeah, and I believe that shit. Right? Because that's the way I was brought up. I brought up watching what's it called, The Longest Day. War films on a Sunday at my grandparents' house, thinking it was great, and Churchill was great. Yeah. And then I got red pill, and I was like, man, we've been lied to. I mean, Germany, Hitler and his government, the Austrian Patriot and his government managed to rebuild an entire country which had been decimated, and the armistice, right? I mean, in some ways, I want to say the Germans shouldn't have agreed, but the young generation has been destroyed on both sides, and they wanted an armistice, but the terms were so ridiculous, and they just destroyed Germany, and then it got rebuilt, and the bankers got thrown out. And what happens when the bankers get mistreated? Well, you get whacked. Version BAM overrated, yeah. But thanks very much for $4.99, my mans. Yeah, beautiful 3D, and yeah, I'm glad you know. He finds the most red pill around, blood. Dan Murphy, Jay Optai fight look fixed. Nah, man, he just battered. He didn't need to fix against that lanky bum. Svinok butted hurt Zach when he landed on his head. He's a fool, isn't he? Hang on. So MJ's talking about the fight. What? Time move. 10th round stoppage. What, against the Triple B? No, man, he ain't got the power to stop the Triple B. Let me tell you this for real, right? When I was boxing, I spot some pros. Of course you do. They always come in. This guy who ended up being a pro European champion, said I had a world-class chin. He was a bully, and he was knocking people out in the gym like novices. And he said, you got a world-class chin. And he fought in a... Where's my cash out? Come on. We've had people do a lot of talking, man. I ain't seen no cash outs. But thank you for super chats as well to my boy, Yapira. But yeah, so come on, man. I got concrete chin. So Time Move's only got 2 stops. You ain't going to stop the Triple B, bruv. You need to reconsider this program. Time Moves has been killed by the Plenty of Fish Mafia. Lisa Mafia. Svenok could be great shot if he didn't spend his prime years at gay sex fight. Yeah, do you know? I tell you, right? I did in some other videos, old channel, right? So someone went up that to interview the Ingle Gym, and the Ingle Gym there's something very weird going on, and it became a drug gym for brown men after Brendan died, because before then they weren't juicing, right? It's only after Brendan And Brooke, this guy's like, Brooke was just sitting in the changing rooms openly. It was about 10, 15 years ago. I say, oh, yeah, I went to the gay club and then ended up noshing someone off. He didn't get a nosh job. He said he noshed someone off, and he thought that was great. My boy Tommy Gunn, Tommy, the Duke Morrison. Should be the modern George Chuvalla. Yeah, we'll go that far, man. But I can take, my boy MJ in the house. Yes, bro. Sam Stroller, he's a trouble. Yes, and I better stop fucking Sam strolling around, blood. Oh, £9.99. That's real nice, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that, bro. Yeah, MJ started a channel, so check it out. And what are you gonna do, MJ? You tell us, man. You know, a bit of. I know you do the fight. So I haven't been a gamer for years, man. Since PlayStation 1. I had PlayStation 2. Mainly, I was the Genesis and SNES. You know, that's how back in the day I'm talking about. But yeah, so I ain't done the fight champions. I don't know the parameters and how you do it. But yeah, so there's some fights between on MJ's channel. Yeah, do some more. Definitely get Sam Stroller in there. Thank you so much for $9.99. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. Where's Stroller? Where is he? Dave Caldwell is apparently not. I mean, come on, yeah, come on, man. Porky exposed him, and he got some kids that are trained. And these kids, it's blatantly obvious, came up and said, "Yeah, he'd make us wrestle." He turned the fucking 73 degrees, baby. Turn the heating up. Encourage the young lads to take off. You're a bit old lad. Go on, take off your top if you're up. Wrestling, and he'd get his missus to flash them. It's very weird. Porky was gonna. And he got posters up. I quite like that. So but Porky never released the final bit of evidence. So something happened. You got a threat legally, or you got a threat in person. Yeah. David Caldwell's a wrong one, man. There's a lot of things the elites are pushing to happen after World War II for fear of being fascist. A lot of things the elites are pushing to happen right after World War II for fear of being fascist and fear of starting a war again. What kind of things, man? Give me more info. Comfort Bold. John Wayne played the hero in Wolf as a draft dodger. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I've got to be honest with you, right? I have to respect draft dodgers. Why go and fight for, the elitist wars? First World War is the best example, right? So, right, I asked a guy in the pub the other day. I'm not drinking, but I go and have a lemonade, a lime and soda, and this guy. I said, listen, we were talking. I was red pilling him. And he knew a bit. He was older. I said, listen, first of all, he goes, I said, why do you think it started? And he looked at me. I said, no, I'm not saying that to be difficult. It's not a rhetorical question, but why do you think it started? I don't know. I said, right. But that's okay. I go, it's years later. But nor did any of the people that fought. And yet they're still going there to die in a trench full of mud with their intestines hanging out, screaming for their mother, lying about their age, going at age 16 and 14. I mean, you know what happened? Well, I mean, even the official story, Arch Ferdinand, what's his name, the Duke, Austro-Hungarian Duke, got shot by Serbian nationalists, right? And it was probably a false flag anyway. And then, so Austro-Hungary was right, so we're going to go to war with Serbia. It's like, hang on, mate, it wasn't the Serbian government that killed him, it's just some loner. Yeah? And then what happened? Right? So Austro-Hungary decided to attack Serbia. So, right, Serbia is friends with Russia. So Russia goes, yeah, we're going to attack. We're now going to attack. Go on Serbia's side. And Germany now says, well, we're now going on Austria's side. And then France are like, well, we're friends with Russia. And then Britain goes, we're friends, right? And that's how it all rolled out. But that's the nearest story you can get in history books. But the reality is, it's just a war to do with resources. It's a banker's war, right? It's grudges for aristocratic families. It's people who posh elitists who want their names to be known. But you ask any of these guys in the First World War now, whatever. Why are you going to war with Germany? We want to fight Germany. We want to give the Kaiser a good bashing. The Germans obviously bad people. It's just fucking nuts, man. It's just like rich people and the bankers' friends moving little pieces on boards and getting people slaughtered. It sickens me. And I've seen a documentary called "They Will Not Grow Old" or something like that. It's a documentary about the First World War, and it's colorized the pictures, and it's really good, by the way. But it's kind of depressing too, because they're all real interviews with guys, and they're talking to you about how firstly someone going so excited to go on and give the Hun a good bashing, you know, and that's how big the propaganda was. And like, oh, what did you do during the war? All that kind of stuff. And they actually paid women to give white feathers to guys that wouldn't go to war. It's sick. This manipulation of population has been going on for years. You know, it's disgusting. Anyway, MJ free boxing commentary video. Oh, so what? You commentate on fights, on all fights and things? Yeah. Have a look, guys. Yeah. Man gives me $9.99. Have a look at his channel, blood. $9.99. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you know that came into my head as soon as I seen it? But you know, I didn't mention anyway. The thing is, if you're a believer, if you're strong, you know you got the power to defeat that kind of thing. And people just have a laugh as well. It's a bit hot, isn't it? Yes, blood. This is kind of cap that Lee Wood would wear, isn't it? Svenotka. What's Svenotka's nickname? I don't even remember. Was it the Ghost or something? Maybe Bellend is so aggressive. Suffering PTSD, you service court inspected by call. Yeah, and he had a thing on Twitter, didn't he? You know, Bellend is going, nonsense should be hung, Sir Tony Belly. Nonsense should be hung. Yeah? And then when his friends are nonce, but he defended him on Twitter, going, I would leave my kids with him or something like that. I know he'd never do anything really. So you hate nonsense, you want him killed, just because this guy's your friend. And there's plenty of evidence from witnesses and people that were non-stop. He's okay. He's a wrong one as well. My boy name for my guy Yakub. Yeah, I like to have dinner with Yakub, as I said. Yakub, is he all right? What's going on, man? Yakub is a legend. Yeah, he created the evil white man. That's right. That's right. Penfold Peter. I mean, it's so blatant. Obviously, gaming too. Oh, you do gaming. Yeah, the problem is gaming. There's so many gaming channels. I remember Time Move tried to do it, and he was just in, you know, he's not really a gamer. He's trying to do like, have a laugh at Sonic the Hedgehog. It's quite hard to break into, right? Because you've got to be very good, I guess. And, you know, there's some serious games out there, you know. But yeah, tell us about the games, man. Sam Stroll has the AIDS and won't be able to fight. No, he's on some good medication. Apparently, his physician gave him some new medication. Svenoka, the Austrian painter. He's Churchill boxing man. The Austrian painter. Absolutely. He would out-slick him. Yeah? He'd out-jab him. He'd move in and out. Look, see how fat Churchill is. You know, he ain't even like, it's not even like Butterbean where he can punch. He's just a fat, disgusting, out-of-shape pig. The Austrian painter stops him. He outboxes him. You know, probably does a bit of showboating. Come on, you fat fucker. Hit me. But. Yeah, he had skill, you know, he had skills, the painter. And he's intelligent, you know, he's got good boxing IQ. Yeah. He plays with a fat pig before stopping him in round 5. Much like Sonny Edwards vs Max Jenkins. Except the Austrian painter can punch, Sonny can't. Right. There was the F scale, which was a measurement to see if people were fascist. No, really? The term fascist was so broad. Believing in family values tradition makes you more fascist based on... I mean, it's nuts even now, right? I've seen stuff that they send around schools. And they said, someone might be right-wing if they, are interested in family values. You know, they don't watch porn. They go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they're faithful to their girlfriend. All this weird stuff, man. Yeah, it's just, you know, all this healthy stuff. Oh, no, it's fascist. Evil. Where you cash app at? Who's going to send me a cash app? They lied. They're like Sam Stroller. Why does Sam Stroller give me some cash money? I think we all know why. We know why. Sam ain't going to give no cash money to the channel. They put it in people's heads. If you don't go to war, the enemy, eat, draft, dodger, coward, yellow, it's disgusting. They put you in prison back then and shame you for the rest of your life. Yeah, and I would have gone for it because, of course, one of the things we've got now is, because I was naive and I've been a kid and I thought it'd be great fun. You know, I remember I was so many war films when I was young because they really pushed that. You know, I used to think it was glamorous and I wanted to go to war. I mean, and then I snapped out of that. I go, what the fuck? And then I was red pilled and I went completely the other way, man. Oh, my boy Shane Bongos. You can always rely on the man Shane Bongos in the house for his cheap and friendly. Thank you, brother. Shane and other peeps, right? Now, you know, I did a video saying asking for suggestions. Someone came up with a good idea for a live chat with invitees. So I'm going to think about that. I wonder what kind of people would be interested, you know. And there's a lot of things we can do. I'm working on them, like the Patreon. There's some great suggestions from the funds. So thank you, guys. Belen Belly, yeah. Sven Otko says, my nickname was the Phantom. Yeah, you should be called the the native Australian killer as well, after you ironed out Anthony Bourdain. Yes, Tyson, I think we know, bruv. At least you're based about that. Sven. So basically, you're right when you felt completely degenerate. I mean, right. Yeah, if you eat well, if you don't indulge in drugs, if you go to the gym, if you've got morals, you're right wing. It's insane. They actually have a checklist in places like Germany. If you check too many of these things, and they'll do things like take your kids away, and they'll encourage the kids to grasp the parents. Oh, they said this. Oh, it's sickening. It makes my blood boil. Blood. You know what I'm saying? Right wing is not a degenerate hypocrite side. It's another way to divide people. Yes, that's correct. I mean, the whole left wing, right wing dichotomy is a joke anyway. Yeah, it's an embarrassment. It's just another way to divide people. I mean, and they both, when it comes to politicians, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Conservative, your bosses are the bankers, the big global bankers and corporations. And you just follow them. And it's the illusion of choice. It's the illusion that voting will actually make a difference. Yeah, and they'll give you a slightly different story, and they'll make promises which I'll never fulfill. Remember, David Cameron got elected because he promised an EU referendum, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. It was just he just ended up getting pushed into it in the end. But anyway, what's happened since Brexit? Nothing. Basically, it's another farce anyway. But yeah, they'll try and divide you in so many ways. They want to attach labels to people. And they go, we don't stereotype. Oh, you can't attach it. All they do is attach labels to different people, so that everyone will think they're part of this gang and all the other gangs you don't like. And it goes to racial, religious, sexuality, anything else they can think of. Right wing, left wing. Right, you know what I'm saying? Sven, can you speak some German to me, brother? Yeah, give me some national anthem. Or, say some stuff about bashing up Mundine. Most British citizens could be retards, moronical. These days, they're too busy posting crap on Instagram and things. Yeah, and not just that. Like it's always been bread and circus. Oh, they live. But it should be bread, circus, and shelter, like I said many times, because you need shelter, right? Bread, you can make sure you get food, entertainment, so you got something to distract them and get obsessed with. So that's sports, EastEnders. You remember I told you I was in the pub and this woman was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing with my Saturday nights now. Strictly come dancing. And so they give you, they'll just, and it used to be the pub as well, but now they want to destroy the pub because they don't want people in the pub talking anymore. They want people at home, right? And this is why the work at home thing's happening more, and once AI and robotics kick in, people will be at home just watching propaganda all day on TV. Have you never been in one of them homes where they got a TV in every room and they're all on? You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. And you won't know what's happening. People go, oh, you can still interact, and you have 15-minute series. So you're not interacting with humans anymore. You might even go online in forums, but most of them will be AI and bots, and you won't know what's real. I mean, it's dystopian nightmare. And I hate using that word dystopian because it's a cliche. My boy Shane Bongos. It's good to criticize women's football. There's something weird about Keegan as well. Do you remember that when you had that thing on the motorway? It was allegedly he was sleeping on the motorway, and then he got randomly attacked by a guy with a metal bar, and there was talking of noncery, but My boy is in the house. My boy Mohammed, my main man, who's given much cash out to Triple B. Mohammed N. I ain't gonna say the full names. I don't know if you don't be doxed. Let's see if you give me no message. No message, bro. Always give me a message, bro, because that way I can big you up. And I don't know. I think you're Furky, but I'm not sure. I want to big up your your username. On YouTube, but thank you, brother. £10, another generous £10 from my boy Mohammed. Thank you, brother. Shukran, brother. Shukran. I mean, I know that's Arabic, not. I don't know. I can't speak any Urdu or Hindu, but thank you, brother. Good work. Much appreciated. You give me a lot of generous cash outs, brother. So great to see you. Yeah. Tell me in the chat, man. Reply in the chat with your YouTube name so I can big it up. Version. So the elites having morals and not being degenerate is a threat. See having morals, excuse me, not being degenerate. Yeah, of course, they want people to be addicted and morally bankrupt. Yeah, and that's why, they push drug. They'll play both sides of the game. Oh, drugs bad, okay. And this is a real danger for society. Meanwhile, they'll be flooding the streets with drugs. All the coke and the crack that went into the US, right? The CIA were protecting dealers coming from, the countries in South America so that they could back that regime. Okay, look, listen, you support the United States, we'll let you deal a bunch of cocaine, and they put it, especially in urban areas, and up the crime rate so they could imprison more people, and so their private jails would make money. You see how this all works, man. You see how this all works. And their plan is to make people as divided and bankrupt as possible. Then they can abuse them, use them, destroy them, dehumanize them. Yeah, man. It's no joke, bro. This is it. I can't understand when I try and red pill some normies and and they won't even listen to. Well, they'll listen, but they'll be, oh well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Oh, it doesn't really matter. They're tracking everything I do. Because I don't really do anything. I go, right. So you've never done any crimes? Well, no, I'm not a criminal. I go to work. Oh, right. I go, have you ever gone past the speed limit? Well, yeah. That's not you're nicked. Have you ever drunk drive? Well, yeah, I've been a few. Of course, I sometimes. You're nicked. Right? Have you ever done a cocaine or smoked weed? Well, yeah, occasionally. You're nicked. Have you ever said something that's could be considered hate speech? Well, what do you mean? We made a joke about, a community or about bad business. Well, it's just a joke. No, you're nicked. You know what I'm saying? These people are idiots. Idiots, normies. Well, not the normies, because normies can still be red pilled, although they frustrate me. But blue pill guys, forget about it. Rishi Sunak, terrible prime minister. But I bet he makes a smashing lamp. Yeah, he probably doesn't. Yeah, because and nor does his wife, because she's from a billionaire family. They've got servants and slaves, blood. Rishi Sunak, the unelected prime minister. He was going, I'm so proud of being the first Asian prime minister. You're unelected, man. Yeah. You come from a rich family. You like to pay. I'm the son of a pharmacist. He went to a top British public school and married a billionaire's daughter. Blood clot. Version. Can't call women now, right? They're pervy people. This is so ridiculous. So these want to control how we use words. Of course. And they will demonize certain words. So you can't say certain things because that's against their agenda. And they will suddenly make words really positive, even though they're abstract and meaningless. Oh, you've got to be inclusive. You've got to be diverse. And then people get, normies get programmed. Diversity, inclusivity. And I'll just repeat these things endlessly and say that they're good. Oh, it's great to be in such a diverse place. I had a friend who opened a fucking bar, right? And a bar restaurant. Yeah. He don't live in London. He lives a bit outside of London, in the country. And the local mayor of the town or whatever come in. Yeah, I was there. With a friend. And to go see his new restaurant. And the mayor of the town comes in. Yeah. It's a really quite a white area. It's like Berkshire, and they got one black guy working. And no joke, they serve fried chicken. And this mayor goes, yeah, it's great. It's great for the town, and it's very diverse. And I'm just sitting there trying not to laugh. Oh, blood clot. Well, you've got one black person to serve fried chicken. Therefore, you're great. You're diverse. Honestly, it's sickening. It's like a parallel universe where it's just so bizarre. There's no logic. People have always been manipulated and used and fooled, but it's getting so ridiculous now. Somebody tell me. I don't know how true this is. Yeah? He's from Jersey, and he goes, "There's a school in Jersey, and there's my daughter goes there, and the girls. There's a couple of girls that said, no joke, identify as a cat." And they got litter trays that they pee. I was like, come on, man, that can't be true. It will happen, right? It can't be true. But yeah, he insisted it was true. Fucking hell. Jersey and Guernsey are the homes of some serious wrong-uns when it comes to noncery and banking, so it wouldn't surprise me, yeah? Copy board. Rishi Sunak's wife is quite tasty. Do you like curry, Julian Blood? I mean, you know, I've never really been into curry myself. I've never done it, to be honest with you. My boy Katadani in the house. What up, my brother? Aram's already softening up boxing fans. For what? For anything specific? Little Musgrave. They want us to be sick sinners with no connection to God. Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. But, you know, and there are so many small initiatives going on and reasons they're doing things. It's never just one thing. But yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate main thing. They destroyed Christianity, destroyed family values, and they made people be disgusting, have no respect for their own bodies. My boy Acoustics is late in the game, but like. Remember, likes are free. Yeah? So even if you can't give a lovely catch up like my boy Mohammed N, yeah, or you can't give, you can't afford to give, yeah, a super chat like my boy Yapira 3D, MJ or Shane Bogus. Just give a like, brother, because likes are free and they show love. They keep haters away. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yes, Acoustics says like. Usually more follows. Yes, it does. Like, comment, subscribe, and Bango G14. Yeah, that's right. On G-Wing or D-Wing or whatever. Yeah, we was there, weren't it? You know, I bust my case. What a fuck. That was one of, I mean, to be honest, it was so ridiculous, but it was probably one of the highlights of the boxing year. It was Gay J's meltdown. I might watch it again. I haven't watched it for a bit. The normies are the most likely scared of knowing the truth. They'll be disturbed. Yeah, I mean, people are so scared of knowing the truth. There's some people, and I actually almost admire their honesty, who just go, I just don't want to know. I just want to, I mean, you know, I said, listen, the truth is the most important thing to have, even if it's uncomfortable. Oh, I don't want to know. I just want my little life. I go, yeah, but unfortunately, it'll bite you in the ass. Yeah, when your kid comes back and says they want to mutilate the genitalia, cut their ting off, cut their Corey off. Yeah, I mean, you know, it comes out to bite you in the ass. There's nothing more important than the truth, bruv. It's changed my life knowing the truth in some ways, and you get obsessed because you realize you've been fooled. A lot of people don't like to admit they're fooled because they think, oh, that makes you seem stupid. No, man. You're stupid because you don't investigate the truth. That's what makes you stupid, biatch. My boy got a dandy. Adam he's suffered a back fans for the unification fight to be delayed or cancelled. Is he? And I should have expected. That's why I don't get that excited. And no one should. It hasn't been given a date. Hasn't been given an exact location. There's no first press conference. We've got to wait until that. Then I'll start getting a bit, well, not excited, but I'll be like, right, okay, maybe we have some. This is CBJ. It's a waste of money. It's another lie. It's going to relax you. I don't know if it does. Anyway, are you doing any videos tonight? Are you doing any videos tonight? You want to be Sonny Edwards, don't you? So that pussy hole. Got some videos. I put up the old Sonny videos because he carried on being a wrong one. And I realized he tried to manipulate me by being nice because he knew he was absolutely buggered. Anyway. Rishi is a dead ringer for Roland Rat. Yeah. And he is a rat too. Probably his heart as well. Is that of a rat? Schvenocke. Guten Tag. Or Guten Abend. They're never going about diversity in black and Asian countries because diversity really means less white. I mean, it's another scam. They've written this up. There's loads and loads of, I mean, talk about just the clergy plan and the Kudinov. Even earlier than that, it was written. We're going to loads of guys from the Marxist schools. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get people from different races, different areas, and pour them into white countries, so that it gets rid of nationalism, it gets rid of unity. People become easy to control. I mean, this is utterly blatant. They're going to push sexual degeneracy. They're going to destroy Christianity. It's like, I mean, there are brochures and brochures on this. You know, they try and hide them, but my boy, yes, Acoustics. Yes, Acoustics. Be safe, says MJ. Thank you for your £9.99, brother. MJ is spitting a lot of lyrics here. Right, where am I? Oh, cut off the first time, sorry. Well, it's better than having your Corey cut off. You know? And there's some people willingly doing it. And you know, like, the worst thing is that I've got to watch out what words I choose, but you know, like women's at the side, actually, no, I ain't women, they transform. I'm a transformer, I'm a transformer, I'm a transformer. They get this, they build a Corey, a fake Corey. It's always massive, it's like a huge salami, and then they get skin. They literally just tear it off the top of your leg. There's a huge wound and scar, and they roll it as salami. Like it's always like thicker than that and about twice as long. And it doesn't. There's no function to it. Quite often, it doesn't even. I mean, it doesn't look anything like a tool, even when they try. It doesn't look like a Corey. It just sits there, this great bit of meat. It's like clipping a salami. It's just incredible. How can people fall for this bullshit? Shane Boggins, I saw that chocolate BBC football woman. Is in a slam-like relationship with a ginger popsicle. Oh, I mean, they even do this in adverts, right? We've seen that advert. I can't remember what it's for. Some coffee company. I don't know. It probably isn't. It's not. But it's saying a coffee company, and it's there's Afro-Caribbean woman is there, and it's quite a pretty white woman, ginger woman comes in, and the Afro-Caribbean woman says, what's your name, please? She, and then the ginger white woman who looks utterly straight, by the way, complete normal, middle class office worker. I'm sorry, I've already got a girlfriend. She goes, no, it's for the coffee. They love also making like white people seem really stupid in adverts. It's just so I can't believe that normies can't see this ridiculousness. Some do, at least. But they need to properly red pill. See that video of those mad folk in Mountain Park in Berlin who all identified as dogs barking. I didn't watch it. I saw the article. I just shook my head and I was like, this is... And people, I mean, these things are being normalized. And even when they start to print negative articles, this is how they start. They'll print slightly negative articles when they're pushing back business or transformation or all these dogs things. What's the word for them? They got some weird word. They start off by putting slightly negative stories in or making it a comedy angle, and then they soon move over to start to discuss it like, oh, it's not really a problem. They're not doing any harm. And before you know it, they're pushing it down the throats of your children. This is how it works. MJ, what does Bengal mean? Blood clot, brother. You can't be listening to the channel enough. You're not keeping your eye. You don't know who Bengal G14 is. By the way, if you want to catch that's how Bengal G. Do you remember when Anthony Joshua had his mentor? He goes, yo, Bengal G14, where you at? It's his cousin, yeah? He goes, yeah, yeah, I bust my case. 1 week on remand, that pussy hole, before Robert McCracken saved him as well in the court. The secret society thing. I called MJ having a meltdown after the second loss. It's comical. Yeah, that's when he mentions Bengal G14. And it's his, I ain't no 12-round fighter like Marciano. I don't throw a combination. Hip, hip, hooray. Oh, mate, it was the best. I remember the video I did on it. I was like, look, man, it was a slightly disappointing fight because, KJ didn't get sold. I was like, the first thing is they're pretending he did much better when he didn't. He won like one round. But I said it was all made up for me. Because I paid for that. People, actually, no, one of my funds gave me the exact price on Super Shekel to buy it, which is very sweet. I can't remember the name, but he did, and I bought it. So I actually paid for it, and I was a bit disappointed. But I said, the GJ meltdown just made it up for me. It just was fucking great. I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's so great. All right. I don't know what's going on in Ukraine, but I know it's not nice, innit? Fucking idiot. Is that a life-size model? Sorry, I've smashed it over there. Where is it? Are you doing any videos tonight? You want to be Sunny Edwards, don't you? Yeah, that's going to go back up. I'm gonna make a full video. I'm preparing a full Sunny video. I'm from Mooney Edwards. Who's Mooney Edwards, blood? Maybe I'm missing the joke, fam. Version in the house, and that's what they're trying to do. That's one of the main things they're trying to do. The powers that be invert everything, make ugly beautiful. Make beautiful ugly, make morals switch around so degeneracy is good and being normal is bad and right wing. It's predicted in the Bible, of course. Read the New Testament, it's all in there. That's why I became a Christian. Guardande, Fiore did 2 presses for Vlad rematches and they didn't show up for either fight. So until there's the ring with Usyk, who knows? Absolutely. And also David Gay did the same with Fury. You know, he had that fake cut. Oh yeah, it was really clean. I don't know, man. I mean, he's sparring 3 days before a fight. No one does that, man. Right? And then he pulled out the second one. So yeah, and Fury's done it too. So utterly, completely, I get it. But at least we can start thinking, okay, at least they got the fight ready, and they can still pull out. Whereas now they've just agreed on a contract, and they apparently signed it. But I bet either side could go, nah, you know what? I'm not down with that. You got to figure out TV, location, date, right? Imagine how mentally what you have to be to willing to have your career removed, and and think that suddenly. I mean, it was even the WHO, which is corrupt as anything. Obviously, they've changed now. Said it was a mental disease. I mean, it can be a clearer case of body dysmorphia, dysphoria. Svenok, mine is quite short. Shane Bongo's talking about this. It's 5'5". Sorry, 5'5". 5.5 Corey status cut. Am I right? I think Ben Shalom has a very similar Corey status. Usic is an Austrian painter shagger. Inversion. Asian countries don't want diversity. Japan criticizes critical race for incompatible to the original sin. Wow. Reject diversity. People see Asian nationality based on race, but not Western. Yeah, I mean, we've been so battered by it that eventually it gets ridiculous. I mean, the homogeneous societies are a lot more successful. They trust each other a lot more. They have a lot lower crime rates. They have a lot better happy index. Yeah, Japan, but Japan are infiltrated. I mean, there's a lot of secret society people there, but they managed to. I mean, even the Japanese were like fooled into we need to die for the emperor and do kamikaze attacks, and they've got the highest IQs allegedly in the world. Well, they're not that creative people, man. Sven, just find a small woman, some good German advice there. Sensible German advice. Yeah. Takes perfect and grooming to convince them to remove their core. I mean, you just think that these people, if anybody who's just cut their core off, you just think you're utterly mad. Utterly mad. And they're right too. AJ is a Looney Tune. Yeah, someone sent me a video of him in his car singing, and he keeps going, "Woo, no," something like that. He's off his nut. And like when you take that many drugs, as far as I know, he's not into illegal drugs, but all the PEDs, yeah. You see, people start to lose their mind, bro. Little Musgrave in the house. I know what's going on with these transgenders. It's not nice. Good one, man. Little Musgrave made me laugh, man. But yeah, Little Musgrave made me laugh. He liked to buy Ebony Bridges' socks. Dan Morphy, still here. What time is it? Australia. Style. What can you be saved? Acts 31, and they said, "Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and that shall be saved, and thy house." King James version. I mean, it's so simple as well. But also, you do have to behave. You can't just say, "Oh, I give my life," because my life has changed a lot since I became a Christian. I've thought very differently. I'm not so hedonistical. But and I think about things a lot more. There's a lot of people that have been real wrong, and I have to pull myself back from getting revenge for revenge's sake. However, the turn the other cheek thing, that's, it's always misquoted, and people always just pull out the cherry pick in the Bible. There's a lot of dark stuff there as well. But the Bible, turn the other cheek is about if you live in a community full of other Christians and it's a good community, and instead of having an argument around someone, you can just take it and walk away. It doesn't mean you let everyone smash you and run you over and kill you, and right? And when you become Christian, you think about things more. Let me give you an example, right? Like about 3 to 4 years ago, right? I was walking in the street with my dog. I get my drink on. I just smoked a big spliff. And these two young lads walking down, like taking the piss. And I was like, whatever, man. I took a picture of them. And they come steaming back. I go, piss off, both of y'all. And they put their hands down in their trousers, to take as if they had a knife. I had my dog with me. I don't know what I was thinking, but I took out my dog, not vicious, I had the wine bottles. I took them out. I go, come on then, come with me. Let's see these knives. They didn't have any. Anyway, I put the thing back, and the guy comes over, and he whacks me. He grabs me. Young guy, he can fight though. I'll be honest with you. Wham, bam, 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 again and again and again and again and again. In my chin. Obviously, I don't go down. I tell you, good shit. Anyway, and his pal, and eventually, I just said, I'm going to get this guy over. I get on top of him, and now he's done. And I felt warmth in my body, childlike pride, excitement. I've been hit about 30 shots trying to get him over, and he was going downhill, and I'm sitting on his chest. But his friends also kicking me, and I'm like, I just ignore it. And I'm like, I just far away from, the big shots, right? But his pal just pulled me off him, kicked me in the head, and they carried on attacking me. I keep on getting up. Well, I only went down once on my own accord, actually. But, anyway, so the point of the story is, about a year later, I was walking in the street, and I see this idiot. And I've changed a lot. I started going to the gym, and I look very different. He don't recognize me. And I sit at the bus stop, and I start talking to him. You all right, pal? You don't recognize me. And I'm thinking, I'm just going to batter him now, really violently, viciously. And I pretend to be his mate and chin him, and then just pull him into the middle of the street and stomp him. Real vicious stuff. But then I'm a Christian. I can't do that. Now, sometimes I wish I'd done it, but I let it go anyway. I saw him in the news later, and he'd been nicked for slapping up a bird and trying to grape her. So there you go. I should have battered him, really. No, Tyson, I'm not going to have Corey talk. Not going to have too much, especially not when it's too graphic. We can have a laugh and that. Where's Palmo Parade? I hope he hasn't left because of all the Corey talk. Inversion in the house. And what anger and normies accept the trans nonsense and reject the truth. Imagine people, 30 years ago, it's just so absurd. It's so absurd and so ridiculous. Surely you got to at least go like, this is ridiculous. I'm not buying this, but no. I'll just sit there and because you get hit with the newspapers, and there'll be a story in EastEnders, and all these stories will be showing them what great people they are, and how those going about Batty business, Batty man's, they're so punished and attacked. I've never seen a bunch of people so protected, right? And a bunch of wrong uns, by the way. Go look at the data. Data will set you free. Right? And you've got to be honest with data. You can't hide data, and you've got to know it in its context, right? Data will set you free and let you know. Now, you look at the data about the lifestyles of Batty men, right? Let me give you something. They got 5 times suicide rate, 5 times drug addiction rate, 15 to 20 years less life expectancy. And this is, 80% of them STDs at one time, this kind of stuff. The majority of virus cases, you know that. This is, this is the one that's a real problem. And they're hurting them themselves, but the real problem is this: 16 times more likely. 16 times more likely to do what? I'll let you guess. It's not a rhetorical question, Chubby. I'll let you guess. 16 times more likely than the average person to be what? Right, I've got to catch up. Remember, the only way to guarantee answer to your questions will be up there is the Super Shack. Got Danny, what up? China's now fad with kids looking for attention, praise for being brave. Yeah. Oh, I'm so brave. Oh, I've been so bullied. And, firstly, it's kind of normal you be bullied when you're a freak. Right? It's to stop that kind of stuff spreading. Thirdly, people are so protected anyway. They cry and think about themselves. Also, there's something called Munchausen's by proxy, and it mainly affects women, where they will convince, they get their kids. It can be a physical thing, like they'll fill their kids with. There's one way they give them loads and loads of salt, so they get really ill. They have kidney failure and such. So then their kid is ill, and they get loads of attention, or their friends. Oh, I'm so sorry about your son or daughter. But the modern version, that's more prevalent now, is a psychological version. They will encourage them to be Transformers, they'll encourage them to be Batman, to this, and then they will show off about it. Oh, guess what? Yeah, my. And you see the pictures online. They're proud to have a trans son. You see some poor child looking confused, looking, unhappy. Right. Gidjay, boxing talk. Yeah, having doubts about his new coach. I see his fighters get battered. Yeah, that Derek James. He's fruity as well. Fruity as well. Apu style. Shane's got the Apu avatar, right? Yeah, you got no difference between the Apu and the Pepe, blood. Yeah, talking to Pepe. Oh shit! What you know about that, homeboy? See that? Yeah, so it's a Pepe. Obviously, it's in a pyramid, but that's because it's mocking the lunar pyramid and letting people know. But it's a grinning Pepe. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the Pepe? Anyway, I wear little things down there. So the few times I leave the basement, some people will recognize it. I was in the phone shop one time, and I dropped a couple of lyrics, and the guy looks up. And I said, I don't watch none of that rubbish on TV, that normie TV. And his eyes started going, he knew. He gave me a free case for my phone. And he talked about the Chinese basketball forum. Yeah, it was kind of cool, man. Shanok Kachil, we need to work as defense. Yeah, on my defense. I mean, I was, stoned and drunk, and and the guy just so you can fight quick and you hit hard, but my chin's good. But eventually, it is what it is. I still regret sometimes. I think, if I see that Ute again, I'm gonna batter him. He's probably the Nick anyway. Yeah. What is your opinion of Connor Clean? Connor Bunk. I don't really care because I think they're all juicing. Yeah, I think they're all juicing. Connor's such an obvious one though, and his other pal Felix Gash. Yeah, but Gay J will never fail to us. He's the most blatant one of all. My boy Black Uncle Tom's is here tonight. I thought he was half Muslim. How can you be half Muslim, blood? You're either Muslim or you're not. You're either a religion or you're not. You can't mix and match. By the way, having said that, they're going to try. They're pushing this global religion thing. They got something called Chrislam, so they want to put the two biggest religions, Christianity and Islam, together. And they're changing, even it's in Islam. So Wahhabism was considered a strict version of Islam in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and that was considered a very strict state. Women could drive, they could be out on their own before, and now they can do that. And the Usyk Joshua fight, they had a woman in charge of boxing development, and she was talking about. They're changing. They will try and make a global religion and bring it all together. Even like I've seen some monasteries. I thought, I could tell monasteries for a holiday, a week of reflection away from the media, away from the internet. And this one, I found this real nice one out in the country, and it's like multi-faith, And I'm like, this is meant to be a friary or whatever. It's insane. Don't see. You can't be half Muslim, Spencer. Yeah. Not. I know. Who said that anyway? Hang on. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I don't know if Spencer's forehead is like a slime. Yeah, where's that little pussy on? Yeah, you can see, right? So, like I said before, right? There's the back of it. He's got a head shaped like a peanut, right? Which is never a good start. If you have a head shaped like any kind of nut, it's not good. Like a hazelnut head, an almond head, a Brazil nut head. A peanut head is actually not strictly a nut, though. It's a legume. But anyway, for these purposes, it's a nut. You see, so this is a prefrontal lobe. It's what makes us human, above animals. You've got the animal part of the brain, like fight, food, walking, that controls those kind of animal instincts. And we have the prefrontal lobe, which enables us to control it and think about the future and come up with philosophy and music and do things, plan, invent, this kind of stuff. Spencer doesn't have one. Well, no, he has, but it isn't properly developed because you've got sloping forehead. That's why they say people sloping foreheads, ain't it? Right. And if they have injuries to that part of the brain, they suddenly become like animals, essentially. So that's why Spencer can't control himself and has to come on it. He starts seething, and has to come on it, even though he knows he's going to get embarrassed and roasted. And that's why he's failed in all the things he's tried, because he can't plan. So he doesn't do anything properly. He's a muppet. Just one shot on that China chin is all you need. Okay. Sven. Yeah, sorry, I can't answer every. I try not to, in the comments as well, in the videos. I always try not to every comment I can. But the lies, I've got so many funds there posted. But remember, there is one way to make sure your comment will be announced. Super shekels. Or like my man Mohammed N, my boy, Q in the house, I think that's right. You can give the man a cash app, and then 100%. 100% of the Benjamins goes to the triple B. Anyway, sorry, man. It's sometimes since I got bitten by that rat, I just comes out, man. We just Tourette's blood. Sorry. Zora doesn't say grace before he eats with Prince Khalid. Oh, what? Because I mean, is he a fake Christian? I don't know. Anyway, you know what I thought was based? Usich went out with a crucifix when he was in Saudi. And I actually think it's banned, or there certainly used to be. You weren't allowed to have any other religious articles that were not Islamic. You can't wait for aliens put an end to religion. You actually believe that. Hopefully you're being sarcastic, right? It's a fake alien invasion, which could be A, demons, B, CGI, Project Blue. Check it out if you want to know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry. I didn't say thanks to my boy on the cash yet. My boy Lee Talks Boxes late to the game. Chill B. Hope you well. Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am. I'm spitting lyrics as always. I hope you're well. Remember to check out Lee Talks Boxing channel. Lee reminded me that there was Ramirez visa. I keep my eye on a lot of boxing. I got a lot of time, blood. But he reminded that fight was happening. And at Cruiserweight, I was like, wow. I'd done a preview. But it hasn't got that much love. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they are children of God. Absolutely. It's not the beatitude, but Christianity, people misunderstand it. You're allowed to seek justice. You're allowed to defend yourself. Huh? You are allowed to protect your family. You know what I mean? Huh? And what they do in church, even which is complete corrupt, and in what's it called? Obviously the media and at school and stuff, is they'll only cherry pick what they want, all the good phrases. I even had a priest, I told you, a vicar, a female, obviously. And I was saying, why are you, and she started to the prayers to pray for poor Bati business because they've been so persecuted. I was like, whoa! I was off my knees. I spoke to them. Well, why are you pushing that? It's not Christian. It's an abomination. He goes, oh, no. It's fine. People, I go, yeah, but they're doing wrong things. But I said, they're not persecuted. They're pushed. And it even says in the end times this will happen like the days of Noah. And she, no, it's only Leviticus and stuff. I goes, no, it isn't. You're meant to be a vicar. You don't even know. I read out the verse and he was sitting there almost crying. I said, look, you can't change. He goes, oh, it's contextual. I go, what do you mean? You mean now it doesn't matter? So the Bible, you've decided that doesn't matter now. So you're rewriting the Bible. I said, why are you even a Christian, let alone a vicar? Why? If you don't believe it, then leave it. Become secular. Almost cried. She called me a bully. But I'm trying to help you. You don't realize I'm trying to help you. Just because things are a bit uncomfortable, you don't like, you can't ignore them. Stop reading The Guardian and believing that nonsense. The Russians find Nikolai Valov as an artillery show. Nikolai is huge. I watched him fight actually live. He was signed by Frank Maloney. Oh, sorry. That's transiophobic. Kelly Maloney. Can you imagine that? Yeah, you know what? That's an Illuminati thing. He was given a huge gift. I mean, that's a humiliation. And he didn't want to become. He lied. Oh, I used to go to these clubs. No, he didn't. He lied. He was made to do that because he was given a gig. Lennox Lewis. He was a nobody. And he made a lot of money too. But then they call it in. What's the purpose of one religion? Well, firstly, this is prediction in the Bible: one world government, one world financial. It's about control. It's about destroying the truth. It's about fooling people. It's about creating a devilish religion. Because the one world religion won't actually be a moral religion. It'll be a sick one. Did you see Lee Wood turn up to the open workout in a Ferrari with his face on the side of it. I meant to watch. I watched the face off. I only watched half it, and I was like, I thought it was a grudge match, and they like seem all pally, which is fine. You don't have to be fake beef, but apparently then they had to have a little push and shove, a little push and a pull. But no, I didn't see Lee Wood turn up to the back in a Ferrari. Like Lee Wood, obviously, yeah, he's a complete, what do you call it? Chav or degenerate, but there would be something quite vaguely likable, even if he's vulgar. If he wasn't such a disgusting degenerate, getting his best mate to smash his own love of his life and put a nut in it, so he didn't know the child's. I mean, how disgusting is that? How sick is that? Yeah, but I gotta say, man, yeah, his hair is busting for real, no cap. I like his hair. It's busting. Right. Where am I? Right, that's another one. Yeah. The Leviticus sticking version. So you put Leviticus. It's not just that. I mean that's Old Testament anyway, which I mainly pay attention to New Testament. Obviously, it's a new covenant, right? But there's plenty of stuff against that kind of sickness. Frank, it's Kelly, bro. Don't be so transphobic. Smaller than Sonnet. He was a flyweight. I think I'd like to see the fight between them. Yeah, that'd be cool. I see the field. What's your opinion on Christian music? It depends what you mean by Christian music. Now, I've got some hip hop that I've done that is awesome. I'm trying to remember the names of the guys. There's one that really good, and some that are really red pilled as well. Yeah, what's that? Unseen Zones. This is a song. This song's a warning about demons and stuff. Red pill stuff. Unseen Zones. What's the name of it? I can't remember. But and a bunch of hip hop is really good. I also have some rock songs, also some very moving songs. Now, but these will never get played on radio. They won't be, because they're not being degenerate. They're not from with big companies that have got a degenerate agenda, and they're pushing truth. Kanye West, and obviously he's compromised. But remember, he did try and speak out, and then his handler, his personal like manager or trainer, had him sectioned just because he spoke out against it. You can't just do that. It's illegal. This guy hasn't got the power to do it, but it shows you how much they don't care about the laws, how much power they got. Kanye West said you can talk about sex, lies, drugs, and videotape, but if you speak about Jesus, whatever, they won't play you. It's probably take away from my ends. You have to talk about money, obviously. Take away from my spans and take away from my ends. Next time we were in the club, everybody screaming out, Jesus. Well, so he tried. But, you can't get out of that web, man. And he could be just, controlled, whatever. Even Marilyn Manson claims he was a Christian. That Satanist. Yeah. Didn't he? Didn't he help the Memphis Tree, whatever, those Satanists who got let out of that idiot Johnny Depp? And so he claims now Marilyn Manson to be a Christian, and he did something with Kanye. So, can I send you cash up from the USA? Yes, you can, brother. I don't see the Bengal name coming up. I don't want to give YouTube some money. Yeah, it's a # Bengal G14. It should come through. I believe so. I think I've had some. When you see, I don't see the Bengal name coming up. Well, when you put it in, you got to make sure you put # Bengal G14. Just try sending one or 50 cent. Send 50 cent, and then I'll tell you if I get it. And you can send 350 or whatever you want, brother. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. That's kind of you, man. The funds have been lovely tonight, but it's still time for more love. Sorry, man. Hey. Like I said, since I got bitten by that rat, man, I don't know, man. It must have poisoned me in some way. At Tourette's, but with shekel love. Lil Musco, the one religion we promoted. Oh, yes, of course. It's been about love and inclusivity. These agendas, they will always pretend it's for your benefit, which is part of the scam. Which means supporting transformerism, Mate business, which most and they'll rewrite them. that's the other thing. I had another person say, I told you about the vicar. Basically, we were, oh no, there's nothing about this anti-Bati business in New Testament. Yes, there is. And then she starts saying, oh, but Jesus never said anything about it. Well, firstly, Jesus is not the only character in the New Testament. But secondly, he made it clear God made man and woman to be together. So that obviously discounts Bati business. They will try anything to push. And these people, she got no skin in the game. This fool. She ain't even trying to manipulate people. She's just an android, a robot. Yeah, an Egypt, a blue pill normie. Anyway, Litos was how Lee Wood and his poodle haircut loses Saturday law. Yes, I've been Josh Warrington Lee Wood preview, but I'm going for Warrington points. I put some money on him. I'm the original just to win was 3.75, which I thought was crazy because I believe it's an even fight. I said you can watch the video when it comes out. Lee Wood his poodle haircut. I mean, yeah, it's busting for real, no cap. But yeah, it's just. I mean, he's 35 and he just is like a sort of 16-year-old chappy. It's an idiot, man. Spencer's lack of knowledge is a 5 head. Yeah, lack of knowledge. Yeah, our peanut head, 5 head. Oh yeah, inversion. This guy you spoke about, I haven't looked at him yet. Atian Charles exposes Odyssey. Oh, he's on Odyssey, is he? Has he been kicked off? He exposed Mason and the music industry. Yeah, I mean, there's still some videos that do that on YouTube. Like, but they get some of them get cut. Like Call for an Uprising has a new channel every month because they batter him. They're trying to hide the truth. Lee talks box. Chubby's been bitten by Samsung. I mean, it's got to be something like that, man. Because you suddenly start. I mean, urges. Urges to make up lies, ask people for money, to rob people, to tax people. Yeah, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Yeah, for real. No cap. Without further ado, retro. Doesn't God say in the Bible that if you're into bad business, then you are running of an insane mind? I don't know the exact quote. I mean, but it's quite clear to anybody. My boy. I had to figure out how to get a pound sign on Cash App, then it should work. Yeah, I mean, surely it's just on your keyboard. Oh, you're in the US. That's why. So it's hard to write because the pound sign is not something that it's easy to find. Right. Well, my advice is right. I'm desperate for this Cash App. My advice is right. If you just go to the internet anyway, whether you're in a mobile or whatnot, yeah, and you just find a pound sign, pound sterling sign. You copy it and then you paste it and then write Beggar G14 afterwards. I'm sure you know this. By the way, when you say pound sign to Americans, it means hash, doesn't it? The hash, what we call a hash in the UK. But now a hashtag in the US is called a hashtag, right? It's not called a pound tag. It's all very confusing, man. And my idea is in the house tonight. It's a good point. A lot of this transformation and extreme batib is it came out of nowhere. Came out of more and more people leaving religion. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not religious myself. Well, that's part of it, but it's another thing. Well, firstly, they've been pushing it. I told you about my friend's son. And he came out saying, oh, I think I'm a Bati man. And he's 12. And the mother started thinking it was great and started wanting to try to organize him to go to some festivals for young Bati. Oh, man. And because it's been pushed on him. This is a 12-year-old probably going through puberty with hormones, and he's getting pushed this sickening stuff. Anyway, luckily, about 2 months later, he come back to his dad. And he's like, "Oh man, I don't know why I said that. I ain't into that. I ain't like girls." Father's like, "Ooh," but like, also, pesticides, estrogen in the water, all these other chemicals. Yeah. And people laughed at Alex Jones saying, oh, these pesticides will turn frogs Bati. But it's not just that. They deform them. They mess with their DNA. And it did. And then we're eating this. Monsanto. Check out Monsanto. Yeah. Yup. Schwenotka. What did Kilbert do to scare that guy so bad that he slashed him up with a machete? Definitely some kind of bin him about it. Yeah, but I think they met in the club. No, I think it was a straight club. And, they do some ketamine or whatever, and some yayo. And they went, and apparently the story is they went back to the man's hotel room, and he just wanted to chat to, big time boxing and do some more drugs. And Kilbert tried to get hold of him and probably grape him. And he got stabbed for it, You all see how filthy Kilbert is. He was on the streets. Pokey from 1994. Campbell. Oh, Pokey from 1994, definitely. Yeah, the old Pokey, man, with the big, massive overhand. Camel Hatton's such a bum. Tysina goes, is Shane Bongo's still here? Why is that, brother? I don't want to hit up on Shane Bongos. I hope he is. Shane's my man. He's giving me a lot of money in weird amounts, but he's giving me a lot of money. Yeah, let's talk some more boxing. What else is there, man? What are people's predictions for Warrington? Lee Wood. And I would have gone to that fight, but then I saw how bad the undercard was. And the second fight, the fight before the main event would be Terry Harper. Come on, man. I know, what I mean, got drunk by then. Probably maybe you had a little bit of yayo. And the last thing I want to do is send me to sleep. So I've seen a ferry. He's what else? What are you talking about, eh? Let me tell you this, eh? I have done some research. One thing the Batman will do is called feasting. Is where they put the fish into the other man's rectum. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not really up to. Shane Morris is here. Thank goodness. He's here listening. Well done, my boy Shane. Lenny McLean feared the pork meister. Yeah, everyone did, I think. He was a killer. Yeah, but then he started hitting the brown and got sent behind door and were never the same. Base Fury. Frank Maloney, that might, and Tony Bellend, and you'll get the Base Fury was fucking such fun. The Sports Direct Fury, with hair or some hair. with a baseball cap. What is the fight? Audley Harrison being bashed up by David Price. Let me tell you, Audley Harrison, he wasn't so deep as was. Audley Harrison is the biggest bomb inside of boxing. And the price, you'll need 10 plumbers to fix him up. When a big stiff idiot, and he's like, oh, come on, go on. He goes, all right, one more. And he goes, and Price, you'll gale over Tony Bella. I'll knock him out and say, oh, he was fun, man. Oh. Little Musgrave. Pokey would end up doing time behind door if he had a fight with Campbell. Yeah, Campbell's little as well. And also, he can't punch. He was swaggering. I went to Manchester. Come on, got a dandy. I'm still waiting for you to figure out your cash out problem. What was I saying? Campbell and was he boxing that night? Yeah, he must have won on points. He was swagging around Manchester like that. And he's like a little. He's very arrogant. You see him in interviews. He's cocky as well, man. Very cocky. Back to boxing. Yeah, I think Warrington Wood looks like it could be close. Yeah, I put money on. I got it early. Yes, I got the early price. So now I still would put money on, but before it's 3.75. So that's, if you want to use a fractional, it's 2.75 to 1. I don't know what I'm not going to get into working out what the exact the exact non-decimal version is, but whatever, man. So I don't bet more than £5-10 really now at this point. Whereas I used to, bet a minimum of £25, but I've never been a big spender on gambling. I like the challenge of it, and of course I want to win. I keep a spreadsheet, and I'm making money. I made about 2.5K this year, but the last few months have been dry. But yeah, a close fight. So I think, I always thought it was an even fight. So I think, well, that's how you make money. You don't bet on what you think will happen. You bet on the value, and there's value in that. But they've also been shortening, and I think at points probably, but you never know. I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm just hoping it will really help Chilby's finances, his shekilage, to have Warrington win on points. And also because Wood's such a degenerate. I'm not particularly loving of the lubed head of Warrington and the pathetic obsession with football. with the Ebony Beaches, aye. They're both Lee's fans, aye. Right, Lee talks boxing. Says to Sven, Hatman was a bad man when he was working those. Oh, yeah, I don't listen to him. He's got a lot of subs, though, which is kind of nice. You got to toe the line, and then these guys that loads of subs. He Nordic Warrior, he's not here tonight, but check him out. So he's got some videos of bare views, fam. And he said, yeah, at the beginning, I was really charging, but then they shadow banned me because, they don't like me. You got to toe the line, right? And then I'm shadow banned for ages. I've got double demonetization. Torn his key. Liam Baker Belly is his brother, and he had to do And funny enough, Belen's wife called a security guard Batty Man, and then Belly had to go to Liam's wedding to some really disgusting old bear. Oh, it's just horrible. You'll often get that one, an old one grooms like a younger one. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Female genital mutilation. I'm sorry, this is Lex. Big up, Toby. You just Ronald McIntosh. The big Ron. The first time in history, 4 belts will be wrapped around the waist of one man. I really couldn't stand it in the beginning, but I just, the backhand. He's using his jab like a trombone. It's a pair of Bellews, a pair of Tony Bellews. Oh, sorry, Svenoka. Oh, yeah. Jay Price aired to Klitschko 4 and said Tony Bellew. I mean, I always knew he was going to get chinned because he'd been stopped a few times in amateurs, put over. Camarelli beat the crap out of him. And he's got a small head. He's got P head, right? And the P head, when you got big, you just know someone can't take a shot. I liked him. He's a likable guy, to be honest with you. Guts done it. I tried copying the pounds, it didn't work. I need to change it within the app. There's supposed to be a way. I don't know why they're making it so hard. Because it didn't work. Are you using a PC or using a phone? I tried to change it within the app. There's supposed to be. I think you can. Okay, right. I think you can in your settings. You can change. I'm pretty sure you can. Let me have a look. I'm so desperate for the shekels here. I think you can go right. If you go into the account, there is a way to change the currency you're using. I believe. If not, you can have a super shekel me blood. So make sure you work it out. Okay. In alternative event, it's possible David Price could have been world champion. He could have beat Charles Martin, for example. Right. And it's about who you fight and timing. There's a big long and I started buying boxing news again, not because it's still pathetic with women's boxing, and had Orlando Cruz moaning about how tough it was, and had Emil Griffith and this kind of business. But I like to read stuff in the bath, right? And I've read some books, but they always get wet and they get mashed up. And then I started to read my tablet, and I dropped in the bath. So now I read boxing news in the bath. And there's always a few good articles. There's a David Price article, and he comes across very likable. And he said, I still think I could have beaten Fury if he'd had the fight at the beginning of his career, because he was still a bit raw then, and I was on top. I was confident. I was parrying. Well, there's something said about that. You remember Fury lost to McDermott. Really, he got put over by Devian Pajkic, right? Nevian Pajkic, and So it's possible, and it's about timing, and it's about who you fight. And like you said, Charles Martin, and as you could have hopefully battered him, and he got kind of ruined by Tony Thompson fights, and that guy was juicing. He failed later. Then Morphy, Genesis 1924. Then Lord, raining upon Sodom and Gomorrah, brimstone and fire. That's right. But find me some ones from the New Testament, because they're very interesting. I have a look myself at the moment. It's a bit difficult, man. Little Musgrave in the house. What do you think when having a pork in Emperor Michael got probably stuck into that time and clashed at the boxing press conference? Fighting, obviously, bare knuckle fights on the street are different from boxing. Obviously, Emperor Michael and boxing were taking part. That was before Porky went through his lost loads of weight stage, but he's too old. If it was a one-on-one fight, I'd expect Michael to win. But they had that big, disgusting, moronical, imbecilic lump, didn't they? And obviously he can't box at all, but he's still 29 stone. You know what I'm talking about? Maximum jack-off. Sven says based on what he is based, but and so I take it I ain't here to make money. Obviously, it's a bonus and it's good. And I get to pay for some food for the dog, myself, and that's it. But that's nice, man. If I pay for food, dog food, and electricity for the month, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm not going to compromise. I've had some normies say, "Oh, why don't you just do a channel and just stay within the bounds and make money?" I said, "I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. So there's a lot of things I'm more important than money. I've had money. I don't need that much money now. So I'm not gonna compromise myself. You know what I'm saying? Also like it's when you're, I don't want to say rebel because that's lame, but when you're part of the anti-establishment for real though, and you're doing good work, why take that away? It's like, what's his name? Teofilo Stevenson. You remember the boxer, the Cuban boxer, one of the best amateurs? He actually got beaten by. Did he get beaten by Dwayne Bobic, or they knocked him out in the rematch? He also got beaten by Francesco Damiani, who was a good boxer. Unfortunately, he passed it too much. But Francesco Damiani is a trainer now, he's a very good boxer. But Teofilo Stevenson was saying, what is $10 million compared to the love of 10 million people? Now, I'm sure he would have liked a bit of cash money, but I know he likes his rum. Apparently, I'd like to find out. There's there's a documentary that's been brought out. I started to watch it, I think last year. I can't remember what it's called, man. But just search for it. Teofilo Stevenson. If you know what you're doing, you can find it for free. And and that's the same thing. Let's say I had a Hatman channel or whatever, I sold out, but I make some money. Well, what does it matter to me? What does it matter to me? If I made £5,000 a month as opposed to 5,000 fans who love me, 5,000 fans who love the Triple B. Come on, man, it's no contest. Are you doing any videos tonight? Oh look! I found this one on the floor as well. Then behind me, honey. Gay, where are you? Gay, where are you? I want to smash your batty through. Where are you? Hatman's racial bias, but he covers some stuff. Yeah, I mean the thing I'm not interested in watching vanilla channels either. Boring ones. And I mainly want to find out information. I'll find out myself usually. I went for a stage of watching quite a lot of channels. I don't watch that much now. I prefer to read and get my information from reading. That's right. Yeah, Tony Thompson did ruin his confidence. Yeah. Tony Bella and Pete Page don't know shit about boxing. Oh, okay. We were talking about how there's often an old guy and a young guy, right? There was someone who lived in the manor who was like that. He was 32-year-old. He groomed some 17-year-old kid who looked about 12. It was sickening. And he convinced him to become a transformer. It didn't happen. I don't know. I mean, they moved out or something. The groomer was wrong, and obviously. Now, Stephen Fry, is another example. Baker Belly with his huge bear disgustingness. Now, Stephen Fry, right? When I was in London, central London. When I went to central London, when I went to the club, in zone 1, I was walking around, kicking it. You saw the video, Chinatown, all this stuff. It was quite fun, but yeah, I seen Stephen Fry. He's quite old looking now, grey hair, getting out of his car and walking down an alleyway. Seriously, no, I don't know. This was near a place, what's it called? Piccadilly Circus, yeah. And you got to see him get out of the car. I went, nonce! I didn't film it like nonce like that. Yeah, wrong. I mean, what I should have done. He was a bit far away. He wasn't right near me. So I walked up to him, filming and going, yeah, is it true you're a nonce? You remember he suddenly apparently had a nervous breakdown because of mental health. But really, there was something going on to do with underage boys, and he ran off, left Britain, and said he was going to get rid of his British nationality and I don't know, to move to some island and have extradition. Very weird. Very, very odd. Check it out. Lee talks boxing. I've had Sam Stroller Baker poses walls next to his AKA. Are you still here, Sam? What are you going to say about that? I don't know, man. I don't know, Sam Stroller. It's Eden Fury. Huh? Sam Stroller has only brown man in his room. Yeah, he does. Juan and Carlos. He's a big Ryan Garcia fan. Ryan, I'm surprised because Ryan's like not that brown. He's just quite tan, but you know. I might get him on the channel. You know? I might do an interview with him. Get him on the live. And I want to do some, you know, like I said, not phone-ins but chatting. So we have some other people bringing them in on the live chat. I think that'd be fun. That'd be fun. All right, let's see if my boy Gutter Danny has figured out how to get some money to Bingo G14. No, come on, blood. Come on, blood. It can't be that difficult. Fenotko, was he really that tall? I don't see his stand up. He's always sitting there and saying, oh, sorry, I missed what you were talking about. Let's see if we can see. Oh, the black skeleton, right. Sven, the black skeleton is like 7 foot tall. I remember you interviewed Fury, made him look tiny. Yeah, I thought he was 6'9" because Fury ain't 6'9", Fury 6'7". But yeah, he's a ridiculous choice. First, he's so ugly. But you know, his diversity higher, obviously. But you know, first he's so ugly, and then he towers over these fighters. Now, the part of the thing about sportsmen, especially fighters, you want to look up to them. You want to feel that. And when it makes your like a heavyweight champion look tiny, it's just ridiculous. And imagine him interviewing Sonny Edwards, man. That would just be stupid. So yeah, he is big. I didn't think he was 7. I thought he was a genuine 6'9", but yeah. Beast of black skeletons. Yeah, I do miss him. As I said, I despise the obvious diverse shit he are, but you know, I kind of liked him talking. The way he talked, it was quite fun. And it's been a cacophony of noise, and there's a respect. Irish icon, Katie Taylor. Oh, what's happened to him? I know. Who knows? Sonny, what's what he does? He came on the live ones, but absolutely caned. He went, show yourself. He even gave me 99p. He gave me 99p super chat. He got so rinsed. I go, what about that? You know, he got smashed his phone. It's either after that or after the phone call. He can't do what it should be. You know, he thinks he's real intelligent, innit? Yeah? He came home. He thought he was a man. And he's going to take on Triple B. And he got sent home knowing he was a child. Spanked. But, you know, like, as I said, I was nice. And I took down the videos and I said, listen. Because Sonny was about to dox an innocent guy. He put it up on his Twitter going, he thought that some innocent guy, right, it went, Peanut Head Spencer thought it was a certain guy called George. Let's call him George Patel. So he sent that to Jenkins. Jenkins started saying stuff in the comments on a fake alias that I linked to him. So I exchanged emails and gave him the burner number. He was too cowardly to ring Max Jenkins. I said, ring me up tomorrow at this time. Ring me up now. He goes, no, George. I'm the boss now. It was pathetic, talking like gangster. All the time I noticed him. Why did I notice him? Because it was so obvious from his comments. And I looked at the history. I found out his IP. I even rang his gym. I might put that up as well. And then, right? And then Sonny. So he passed the number to Sonny. So Sonny rang. You doing any video tonight? Are you doing any video tonight? Right? And he got spanked. I said, Sonny, is that you? He denied it. Later admitted it. He's so pathetic. I wanted to admit it. Right? And I said, and then we talked on the PM, and he started being nice because he knew big shot. I said, take that down because you're doxing an innocent man. And that was the main reason. And then Sonny was quite nice. I thought, forget. Sonny's got a fight next week. I was like, if someone offers an olive branch, I would tend to take it. And I could have destroyed him, and he knew that. And that's why he started being real nice. And they admitted that the number that he got, that he called the Triple B on, it's a burner phone, obviously. He got it off Max Jenkins. Now, the only person that had that number was this email, Benji Laid, which is Max Jenkins' alias. It's an alias address. I even found out what the recovery email was, which is Max Jenkins. I mean, it's so blatantly. And obviously, Sully just said, yeah, Max Jenkins, yeah, gave me the number. And the only person I gave that number to was the Benji Lade, i.e. Max Jenkins. And he still denies it's him. I might send him another email, idiot. But yeah, I went soft and sunny. But like, I accept the olive branch, but now he hasn't, you know, I realized he was manipulating by trying to be, you know, get the soft side of the chill beef by being nice. But really, he was doing it because he knew he was roasted, finished. He could have got in big trouble. Slating autistic people, slating batty business, which I don't care about, obviously. You can't be based, Sonny, about something. Like I said, Sonny, you can be based about the big ding dong. What else is you based about? 50-minute cities, but it really is unbased about other things, right? Evolution. If anyone believes evolution, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Darwinism was a secret society, man. And when he got old, he said, "Don't listen to what I said." There's a creator out there, and it's so ridiculous. All these amazing, sophisticated creatures, and the brains, the eyes, you know, all this kind of stuff. All these amazing creatures. And it was just complete fluke. They started off by a bit of mud, and then the one bit of mud is spread to the other bit of mud, so that bit of mud reproduced, and then billions of years later, a monkey had a slightly look. You actually believe that nonsense? The trillions upon trillions upon trillions, yeah, of random coincidences that you need. It's just nonsense, as opposed to the very obvious. Oh, someone created it. It's like you find some perfect watch designed, or so let's say you found a computer, or like, oh gee, that just it started off as a bit of mud, and then slowly it developed, and then oh yeah, because this iPhone offered FaceTime, so it reproduced with other iPhones. Oh come on, oh god damn you, does that make half sending money to you? Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I do super chat, but it sucks that YouTube rich. I know, but I'd rather have a super shekel than nothing, blood, even if they take 30%. I mean, I appreciate it. It's up to you, brother. Of course, it's your call. But yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry you spent so much time on it. It seems a bit weird. I'm going to have a look into it as well, just because it seems a bit weird. I thought it'd be easy. But I know you're in the United States. Maybe it's not possible. I may have it wrong. But yeah, so if you want to send some love, then I'll happily accept a super shekel. Rubbing of hands intensifies. Thank you, brother. Thanks for going through all the effort. My boy, it's Mahmoudi. Corey check. No Corey business. There ain't gonna be no Corey status checks, bro. This has gone fast, blood. I've been on 2 hours, bro. 2 hours, 3 super chats, and 1 cash out, which is very generous. But come on, we have to have 1 more super shekel. Oh, if Gutter's going to get on the case, then we have it, yeah. My boy Sven's still in the house. He's going down the alley to buy his butties. You talking about, Stephen yeah, who knows? Like I said, he was about, I don't know, he was like 50. Not 50 yards, probably a bit there, 30, 40 yards. I said, nonce. We looked around and walked into this building. I wish I'd filmed it, man. You had to be quick, though, you know. I mean, grabbing for your phone, but yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been real good for the for the Triple B video visit in central London. I saw the Black Skaters amateur shows. He's extremely tall, close 7 foot, really that big, man. I mean, I know he's massive. He's ugly too, but you know, I mean, I think he seems quite likable. Yeah, you know, with a backhand is being used like a trombone and a set of bellows. Look up Sonny Edwards. Said no one ever physically or metaphorically. I mean, you don't have lots of chance. And don't get me wrong, like, it's not great to be a midget and look like not exactly be the oil. He's not the ugliest guy in the world, but he's managed to get some pum, albeit, oil drilling. But, he could be very much more likable, and be more open about being red pilled. He's flashed signs as well, though. You see, that's the thing. He's flashed a lot of signs, and that makes it clear that he is. I don't know why the Illuminati would think that, he's a great guy to, to show their message. It's not, you can't even sell like 100 tickets for a show, can he? How many tickets do you think he sells? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Probably less than 50, right? PayPal removes money from people. They said certain things on it. I know it's nuts, and this is how they could continue to control all aspects of life. There's it's called the Black something. I don't know. It's a series on Netflix, and I don't like Netflix. I watched some of it. And it's a bit whack. I may have watched the wrong series, and it's to do with technology, right? And there's this person. They have social credit, which by the way is already rolled out in China in certain areas, and so she's not allowed to go on the plane because her credit's a bit below. And then she starts getting angry. I need to go, swears. And then her credit's gone even lower again. And this is what happened. This is how they control you. And then also like things like your cars. Oh, you got to have electric vehicles because petrol is bad, okay? And excuse me. So then they will be able to shut off. Oh no, I'm sorry. You were caught doing this, so you're now not allowed to drive for a week, right? This is what they'll do. And you've been drinking too much at the pub, so we're not going to accept your car at the pub anymore. Oh, it's for your own good. It's for your own health. It's for your own good. And there's someone bought an electric vehicle. What's that thing? Tesla or something. And they noticed in the contract there's something like you might physically own the car, but you don't own the software. You don't own the software that runs it. The company owns it, and they can switch it off at any time. And then your car's useless. You know what I'm talking about? But it's for your own good. Man did. Kate Taylor reminds Ireland's most successful athlete out of men and women. Hard to compare, is it? But the work mob will say it's what it will. I mean, let her fight a man. And women's boxing, there's so few women. I mean, Clarissa, the greatest of 25 women. It's pathetic, man. Sven goes, Steve Collins, the best Irish athlete. Well, certainly boxing wise. I mean, Barry Griffin was pretty. I like Barry's style and stuff. He had a short time, He had a short time though in boxing at the top, but also he's a bit of a wrong un. The main men, Simpson, Daniel, and Benji Light. That's right. They're both Max Jenkins is alias. It's so obvious. And I followed all his comments, and he would comment on Max Jenkins. Actually, Max is a really good fighter. If you go to BoxRec, he's got. I was like, this is so obviously him. And then he denied. Oh, it was just so laughable. This guy's so stupid, man. So stupid. I mean, an idiot gets out of bed in the morning. And his partner's called Camille. I think there might be a guy that I spoke on the phone. I rang up pretending to be George Patel. And I left the button. I go, I'm looking to do some boxing. I hear Max Jenkins is a very good boxer. Whatever. And I left the name and the button. Could you pass to Max Jenkins, please? Anyway, Camille's left because that bum Max. And the funny enough, on the call that I recorded, he goes, Max Jenkins is never really in anymore. And it's his own business. Can you imagine that? Because he borrowed $85,000. And he's got a failing business. He's a mug. Imagine lending $85,000 to a bum like that. Did you watch Billy Joe Saunders' interview with Simon Bumbo Jordan podcast? He's come back to boxing. I like Billy Joe. He's actually based. And obviously everyone turns against him. He does a few wrong and stuff, but he's actually quite based. So we got a new. I don't know. Eric Rosas, ¿qué pasa, hombre? Cabrones, viva Mexico, cabrones. How are you, brother? If he doesn't stop Francis, I'll be disappointed. I think he will stop. Francis will get super tired after 4 rounds of constant movement and boxing. MMA is about saving energy and using its space. Oh, absolutely. And but I believe there'll be some kind of handshake, some agreement. They're pals, basically. They're making money for nothing. And they both know it. And Gooby knows you can't make any money like that anywhere else. Tyson knows he'll never make that much money that easily. And it gets him in the headlines. Ngannou's like, what is he, 36 or something? And or 38 even, maybe. He's pretty lying about his age. And he can't box. He looks awful. And you're right about the MMA saving energy and using it. That's absolutely correct. And he all gasses, don't he, after one round? Oh, my boy's in there. Oh, come on, blood. Extremely generous. Shane Moggins is again announced. No message. Just 3:30. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. That's very kind, man. Oh, much love from your fans. They are simply the best. Way above Ricky Hans fans and the rest. Ismahundi says Frank Warren Corey check. Yeah, Matt Tyson tried to Corey check Frank Warren when he was over for the Julius Francis fight. He gave him a slap, didn't he? Oh, we got some more shekel loving. So much shekel loving now. I have to scroll. My boy Gutter Dandy. Thank you, brother. My boy Gutter Dandy. Yes. Yeah, I think maybe it may not be possible to move from country to country. I think you're probably right, brother. But yeah, 10 USD. Thank you, brother. And yeah, it's annoying they take away 30%. It is annoying. I'm going to open Patreon too. I mean, I've been saying that for years. So don't hold your breath. But I have actually opened it. I just explore how it works. Because they changed a few things. And I don't want to be one of those people, like I used to support Time Boost Patreon because back in the day, man, it was gold. And he promised all this. You get this if you're £2, this £5, this £1. You'll get WhatsApp code. And then he hasn't updated it for like 2 years. I mean, I'm not having to go. I don't think he's very organized. It's just that, I don't want to be that person. Yeah? If I'm going to offer something, I've got to do it. You feel me? And then I don't know. I might just go for straight up £2 for whatever. But yeah. All right. Okay. Without further ado, retro. That's the series Black Mirror. It actually started in 2011, but the Netflix one is more recent. And yeah, but you know what? I was recommended this by someone in the pub who's quite intelligent. He's a bit of a normie, but I tried to red pill him, and he believes in the system still, the idiot. But he took the bing ding dong, and but he's fairly intelligent, probably retardalized now because of the ding dong. But yeah, he was telling me it's worth watching. Anyway, so I was like, right, I'll go to the last one because they're different stories, aren't they? Every time I'll go to the last one. Yeah, it's set in the 70s. It's about some Asian woman who's come to the UK, and everyone's of course racialistical to her and mean to her and blah blah. And then some weirdo comes in her shop. She works in a shoe shop or something. I'm like, this is very interesting. I thought it was about technology. This is the 70s. And then she messes with some cult stuff, and Boney M comes and he's a demon. And I was like, oh, blood clot. I just switched it. I don't know what shit is rubbish. But apparently, if you get the right, episodes, it can be good. Eric Rosas, ¿qué pasa, cabrón? I liked the fact that this between Wood and Warrington. I think it was plus 120 odds. You must be in the United States because they only use the plus odds. The ones you have to get your head around are the decimals because you can work out exactly what you're going to. So much easier. You don't have to think about it. It's very much easier to see the value to work out accumulators, this kind of thing, brother. Believe me. But I like the fight. The fight not go the distance. Okay, referee stops that eventually. I'm predicting. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, anything's possible, right? The thing is, Lee Wood's chin is not the best. He can punch. Tamu said he punched very hard, right? So he can punch, but Warrington's got a pretty solid chin. I think he's been put over, but it's generally quite solid. He's got better work rate. It's a very interesting fight. I mean, Wood's 35 as well, you got to remember. I mean, they say, Warrington's had his best days, but he's 32. I think they had quite similar careers, to be honest with you. I think, if I press, I'd say it goes the distance. And I hope they go for Warrington, because that means we get some nice cash. Let's have Kate Taylor with Subrel Matias. Let's have it. Yeah, that's the best Irish athlete. Well, let's go on. Step up, blood. Fight a man with one arm. A 15-year-old man with one arm. He'll probably knock you out in the first round. My boy Boxing Classics in the house. Haywood wins after Ben Davison Oracle talk starting hours of video to expose Warrington's habits. Come on, man. No, I'm on the Warrington tip, blood. For no other reason, I don't find, like I said, Lee Wood probably more likable if he was such a degenerate. His Ferrari with his face on it. I mean, come on, man. Letting his best mate nail his bird. Yeah, bust a nut. Yeah, and then sorry, I moved over. And then what's his name? Warrington, what? With his lubed head that he smashes around them. And Leeds Football Club. People that are that obsessed with football is just tragic. So, but I'm going for Warrington simply because of the bet reasons. That's it. Svenopka, someone don't scare of fish eyes because she could be fed to the pigs. Be careful of any man who owns a pig farm. They can go through bone like butter. You have to starve the little piggies for a few days, and then human flesh will look like curry to a pisshead. Prick. Like, you know, I had a lot of boxes in I don't rate Lock Stock. I thought that was whack, pathetic. It's a joke, but yeah, you know, trying to be like Tarantino, but Snatch was actually good. It's got loads of boxes. What's his name? Gorgeous George, Adam Fogarty. It's got Mickey Cantwell who gets killed. He goes, "You're an honourable little cat, Liam." I've got no time for grasses. Feed him to the pigs, Errol. Also, no, one of your pals worked on a site with Errol. I've seen the pictures, man. Yeah, but what other boxes were in there? Was Steve Collins in there, or was that a different one? That might have been Lock Stock Steve Collins. Yeah, there are a bunch of boxes in Snatch. Scott Dixon is nuts. I read a book about him. He's meant to become a Christian, but he seems to be a complete wrong-in anyway. But he played Brad Pitt's body double. Scott Welch. Scott Welch. That's right, Scott Welch. You will not be getting up. Lee talks boxing. Max has a legion of fans who appreciate the power, strength, and skill of Max. That's Southampton slaughter. Yeah, it's probably got as many fans as Sonny. I can't get cash out to work now. I'm supposed to work between the US and UK there. Look at the next time. Cheers. And thank you for looking into it, brother. Forgive me. And thank you for the $10 cash out, man. I much appreciate it. See, we've got the best fans in the world. It ain't no Ricky Hatton, is it? MJ's back. He goes, yes, bro. Hello. Hello. Fury said himself that he never had a street fight. He's not about that life. Yeah. And there's an article I read. I put it on again on my list of things to have a look at. That he considered himself to grow up quite a posh lifestyle. I mean, I don't think what I mean. He wasn't like. I mean, I don't know. Did he even grow up in a caravan, or were they settled by then? I don't know. But he said it's quite a gentle lifestyle, and he just got into boxing. He never had a street fight, and that's fair enough, man. I mean, I'm sure he'd do all right in a street fight. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to prove it. Inversion. The early episodes of Black Mirror, all right. They fell off later. The show's a little too degenerate. Yeah, they've all got the agenda. When you say the early episodes, do you mean the real early episodes? Because they used to be run by Channel 4, right? We mean the early Netflix episodes. Sven said, your leg would be bent like Coogan's. Oh, he's answering this. I know, Sven, I would get my chicken legs destroyed. Yeah. It's got, the thing is, very thin legs, Tyson. But, and I thought, oh, man, you just get them kicked to bits. But there's guys who've got real skinny legs that done quite. John Jones has got, like, twiglets. But, he's pretty good, isn't he? And then I seen some, like, when I saw, what's his name? We got Jake Paul and Anderson Silva, who also beat Ulises Chavez Jr., who didn't train, obviously, but still, that's pretty nuts, especially when he's 45. But he wrapped his leg around Chris Weidman's leg. And bizarrely, a few years later, the same thing happened to Weidman. His leg just curled. It was horrible, like a banana. I mean, make you feel sick, those injuries, bro. Derek Lewis is like, I'm never going to throw a leg kick again. And you're like, look, blood, you never throw a leg kick anyway. Just a wild brawler. Wood has to win. He's a student of the Ben Davison performance. He's got everything on his side. Lee talks boxing. Beterbiev or Bivol? Are you talking to me about who would win? It's a tough fight, man. And Beterbiev is also 39. Usually when it's an aggressive puncher, I'm not saying he can't box, he can, but aggressive puncher, he's a really good classic boxer, slick boxer, the boxer wins. So I'm going Bivol. Svenokov, Beterbiev is going to be shot soon if he isn't already. Oh, I think I meant literally shot. But yeah, he is old. Taisina. Anything Christian on dreams? They can be manipulated by demons and bad lifestyles, and sometimes I have some such bad weird dreams, like wandering around and for hours in places I can't get out, and then there's women come towards me naked, and and I start rumping them, and then they turn into demons. I mean, real like creepy shit, blood. But also, it doesn't mean that if you're clean, serene, and you're living a good Christian life, you can get signs from God. So I believe that's the right way. Yeah, Dan Morphy. The book of Daniel, it tells about the king about his dream. Yeah. So you can, but like I said, you have to live that pure life and be in touch. You know what I'm saying? Inversion. An episode for the American Labia episode was good. I don't know what it's called. They've got weird names, haven't they? In Black Mirror, yeah. I don't know. I was given a couple to have. I might have a look, see what the episodes look like. But I mean, I also like. I like documentaries and stuff. I mean, none of these things can be full of agenda, right? Like the Boney M when I watched it was just ridiculous. I did say earlier. Where's my boy Palmer Parade? I'm a bit late. What have I missed? You've missed 1 Cash App and 5 Super Shekels, blood. We're talking about all kinds of things, red pill stuff, boxing. Some people talked about Batipin. Sam Solar, you missed Sam Solar. Sam, are you still there? I know where Sam is. He was here earlier. He's probably got Juan coming around to his house. Ooh, vomit. Lee talks boxing. Do you think Fury's Usyk actually? It's so hard to tell. It's a positive move, but I'm not getting excited. Like someone said, even when they have, usually I want the contract signed, first press conference, location and date and TV deal. That's what I need before I'll think it's a serious fight. They haven't got that. But even when it's done, you can still get pullouts. Like Fury's pulled out twice, didn't he? About Klitschko. David Gay pulled out twice against Fury, so I try to watch niches. We always stop as soon as there's any business, and also agenda stuff. Just pushing the agenda. Anti-European agenda, and you know what I mean by that. Palmer goes, get the bag, bro. Yeah, well, as I said, it's just a bonus. I ain't here for the money. Otherwise, I'd just have a boring channel where I would just stick to all the rules, like the other clowns, and just be boring. I don't want to be that. I want to talk to real people. I want to have funds. Like I said, Teofilo Stevenson, one of the best amateur boxers ever, and heavyweight, Cuba said, do you regret not being able to turn pro and make 10 million? He goes, what's it? Huh? He goes, imagine, what's better, $10 million or 10 million fans who love me? 10 million fans. I ain't got 10 million fans, but I mean, the bag is very helpful, obviously, and it shows the love. It shows love, and it means that I can feed the dog Tyson. I can feed myself. I love cooking. I can pay my electricity bill, and that's cool, man. That's cool in the gang. So thanks to all the fans, of course. Black Mirror episode. So the last Black Mirror, so anti-white was yeah. I mean, that was the first one I watched. I thought I watched the last one because they're all different stories, right? And it was just so ridiculous. And they got this huge demon called which is Boney M. It was so ridiculous. I mean, it was just so ridiculous. And there's all these evil NF people, and the white women's was evil to her because she's eating biryani in the shop. It was just so sickeningly obvious. Yeah, I did the same. Switched it off, man. Lee talks boxing. He's currently too busy in dodgy Puerto Rican bar to comment in the chat. Yeah. There's not enough brown man talk in this chat. Sam is in the blue oyster bar, says Dan Morphy, with this emoji being sick now. Probably in the brown oyster bar, blood. Yeah. But it's funny because he was so ill for so long. He's been commenting on some videos and stuff. I'm going to try and get him like FaceTime him or something, see what he's got to say for himself, But you know what? I mean, it don't really fit the channel, right? He started off, it was his channel, but it don't really fit it, does he? Because, we ain't into that kind of sickness. Right, I'm a bit of 2 hours 18. It's gone quickly, bro. It's 10:18. Blood clot. I must have started bang on time. I haven't even eaten. I think I'm going to make some. I've got some wraps I've got to get rid of. And a bunch of, I'm going to make some kind of wraps, whether it's Mexican style or GR chicken, or Cajun style. It's quite easy to make. and you cut up all these onions and peppers and lettuce and put some cream and some chili, wrap it up, and it's nice, blood. Ah, Little Musco, I just answered it by mistake. Yeah, wait till we tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have some liver and onions with some roast veg to help get me man strength, like Yui Fiore. Did you see my video with Yui Fiore? His name is Yui Lewis Fiore. Do you like Huey Lewis in the news? Their early stuff was a little bit too new wave for me. But when Sports came out, that's before he kills Paul Allen. Let's see Paul Allen's card. I think I'm too tired to bother. I know. Well, I live on. Yeah, I went off liver when I liked it when I was young, but it is nice liver and onions with roast veg. I'm doing like wraps of some sort. Whether I don't know what spices, it's gonna be Cajun or Gia chicken, or Macon. I'll see what spices I've got, man. Palmo Parade in the house. Charlie Brooker out himself as a traitor in that one. In what? Hang on, I'm missing something. Who's Charlie Brooker? Is he a friend of Sam Stroller's? Not with that name. It's got to be Carlos Gonzalez and Juan Gomez and Bugu Bangu, probably. But he don't like it too dark. You don't like the meat too dark, Sam Stroller. So he prefers Hispanic, Afro-Hispanic people. Huh? He likes Ryan Garcia as well. So, Dan Morphy, the brown oyster. The brown chocolate star oyster bar, gross, man. I don't even want to say stuff like that. Oh, Palmer, check the ingredients on the packets of wraps for a shot. I started making mine. Really, the actual wrap? I mean, obviously, Really, the actual wrap? What do they fill it with, man? Do you know what? It's funny you say that because the other day I was buying some tortilla wraps and that, yeah? I looked up and it's like flour and stuff like that, you think. I didn't look at the ingredients, but I looked it up and it's got like, the best before date was about 2 months. And I was like, what? So I said, what? Bread can't last that long. Charlie Brooker is the director of Black Mirror. Okay, so another wrong. Have you seen it? I've seen it on the TV. I don't really watch TV, and I think an advert on the YouTube. Some new. It's so cringe. What's a guy called? An idiot. Some lefty cringe director. It's called The Old Oak or something. Yeah? It's about some way sophistical locals, right? But everything happens well, and some Syrians move in, and but the pub owner. Yeah, ends up turning all the people around. He makes a huge dinner because food brings people together, and white people don't season their food. So when they get some nice Syrian food, they all get together, and everyone becomes friends. It's just, the propaganda, the patheticness of that is just, come on, man. Ticino. Alcohol devil's tools along with Yale. Yale definitely is not reasonable. However, Yale is refined coca leaf. Now, if you live in where coca leaf grows, right, they use it. It helps them altitude sickness as well, and to work a bit harder. It's a chewing. It's very light. The stuff you get now, which is washed with petrol, that's wrong. Yeah? So the same thing with a bunch of other what's it called, natural remedies and stuff like that. If you leave it in the natural state, it's very different from the processed state. Alcohol is okay, but just you're not meant to get drunk, and certainly not often. You're allowed. Obviously, in Christianity, we have wine in communion, but you're just meant to temper it. And special occasions. I'm going to go to the pub and get pissed and get a drink on, which obviously I've done. But I'm not drinking now. But special occasions like weddings and things like that, and special dinners, and that's it. And you get so drunk you shit yourself and vomit. You know what I'm saying? Palm oil. Well, this is the only ingredients: flour, baking soda, pinch of salt, and water. Wow, that's all. And then I've got all that. And then what do you do with them? I mean, obviously I'm going to have a look after I speak to you. Shane Morphy. Hello, brother. Hello, my taste for his Ergo share prediction. Right. My boy Lee Talks Boxing. Check his channel out too. Was asking about this. I'm leaning towards Ergo share, but I need to look more. I need to look at the actual fights of these people. But it's great. And Matthias have a 100% KO record. I think he's got one loss. Is that right? Ergo share is got. This is a good fight. if you want to make an accurate prediction, you have to watch. I mean, sometimes I make predictions when not having watched people. I just look at their record and you can sort of tell. But you can't just watch the highlights, because the highlights will always make someone look good. You have to watch. If you've got the time, you have to watch a few of their fights, and that's where it comes in time. The fantastic range of wrestling. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. Just think, Molly Tibbetts, right? Go look at this story. It's 6 in America. It's in Iowa. Molly Tibbetts was a young girl, I think 20 in her early 20s, right? And she was all libtarded, and her parents. She was posting all kind of tweets about evil white peoples, and I hate white people, and especially men. I mean, really, like, crazy stuff. She didn't really knew white folk. She's white herself in the family. Anyway, this make an illegal immigrant. Yeah, so he was illegally immigrant. He battered her. What's it called? He took her entrails out. I can't use the word, but he put a corn on the cob with the sheath still on upper batty hole. Cut her open, raped her, and left her to die. And she died like it took half an hour to die after he went. Yeah? I mean, disgusting crime. And then all the father would say, imagine these people. I mean, you want blood. If someone done that to my daughter, I'd be, But now he's like going, oh, we mustn't be prejudiced. Oh, I'm sorry, my daughter got raped. Yeah, her entrails were ripped out, and she got corn on the cob shoved in her batty. I mean, it's sickening stuff. Burst intestines. Oh, no, it's okay because, Maycons, they're just like us. They're like us, but with better food, he said. I mean, go and have a look. It's just, it shows that, you can become so mentally unwell. You care more about people that are murdering your kids, and a threat to you, than your own kids. Imagine that after having your daughter. Oh, man. Tyson Fury, half of great cases. Alcohol, finding the right wing, number 2. Yeah. My boy Shane is more based. Shane Apple goes, we get about women's, man. I mean, I do. And, the problem is they also want to break. See, they're pushing the incel thing and all that kind of stuff, the Andrew Tate thing, to make men and women hate each other more so they reproduce less. And they're fighting and they're divided, And women are easier to program, yeah. And they're naturally more gentle and less, more nurturing. So they're more likely to fall for the propaganda. So, unfortunately. Can't remember the measures, but YouTube will show how. Yeah, look, bro. Do you need to cook it or what? Once you mixed it all up, right? And then you got to flatten it. I think I need one of those rollers. I ain't got no roller. But yeah, I'll have a look. Thanks, man. I'll have a look at what is in the other stuff. Shane Morphy, likes box store. Yeah, good one. Most hardcore boxing fans, Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I know a few. I would consider myself to be pretty hardcore, or certainly when I was younger. That's all I would do, read about boxing. I was actually obsessed. Now I'm a bit different, right? I'm a bit more cynical, right? And also, I don't want to be taking down the bread and circus route like I was. I mean, boxing. I've dropped all other sports and entertainment, and movies. Most hardcore boxing fans. Yeah, I see some of them on forums and that post so much endlessly all day and all day and all day and all day. It's kind of crazy. Some people are so obsessed with boxing, and obviously they're deluded. They will watch every women's fight as well. I mean, those guys are messed up, blood. My boy inversion. Any episode before San Junipero, series 3, episode 4, Black Mirror was all right. Okay, I hope I can remember that. Missy Rara is left wing. I mean, she hovers. I mean, the whole left wing, right wing dichotomy is nonsense anyway. I have some thoughts are traditionally left wing, and some are traditionally right wing, and I reject all politicians and political talk. It's another way of manipulating people. But in such cases, the mother of that girl murdered in Nottingham this year. I don't know whatever that controlled spontaneity hashtag. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's insane. I mean, apparently, right? I also read an article on a site, a conspiracy site, saying that they have these people get coached, right? When something happens like that, the parents will get coached, and so we want you to say this, and they'll do it. I mean, why is that so weak? They agree to do it. I don't know. They'll be told something like, "Look, we'll pay for the funeral costs and all that, and whatever. but we don't want to incite people. Please, can you say this? And I think it's very good for manipulating psychologically. Look, Molly was always very much into multiculturalism, so I think we'd honour her. If we don't get into any politics, this is how they do it. They've actually got people that are trained to manipulate them like that. Ooh. The woman was the greatest thing the Lord ever created. Yeah, but she was taken astray by the serpent. What the serpent said. Oh, Shane. Otor, Ilanosian vis Lamont Roach. I don't know much about either fighter, so you're obviously more hardcore than me. I'll have to look in. Is that Armenian name or something? Without further ado, retro. Anyone watch Mr. In Between? If not, I highly recommend it. What's it about, bro? A little Moscow. 2 hours, 30 minutes. Blood clot. Man, I'm definitely going to make my raps. Okay, half an hour I've got. At most. I'm quite enjoying it. It's a good addition, right? And remember, half an hour means it's still time to have a super shackle. That rodent, man, it's like put something into my blood. And then Sam Stroller will call me and say, it's great. Juice them, rinse them for the super shekels. But yeah, we much appreciate it. Now be careful not to download it, or else Chinese government can gather your data. What? TikTok, yeah. And also, they're very clever. It's used as a tool by the Chinese government to push us, whatever their agenda is. Again, to young Americans, young Westerners, and they were like Christian videos and stuff like that will be like shadow banned, so you don't see them, and degeneracy will be encouraged and stupidity. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Inversion to Weekend West, right? Exactly. There you go. My boy, there knows. Okay, you're talking about what's that, Mr. Inversion? You're talking about an Aussie hitman trying to get by in today's world. It's brilliant. Really? Yeah, I just don't like stuff that's just fiction and boring. I'd rather watch a good documentary. Without further ado, I enjoyed Mr. In Between. Okay, Shane. If you I'll have a look. I need to get my pad so I can write down the things that I've got to check out. Inversion. I think that was Trojan Horse to Weekend the Western Youth. Right, as I just said, and that's absolutely right. Inversion knows his stuff, and he's got a good usage of grammaticalism, a good vocabulary. He's very educated. Are you making any video tonight? Are you making any video tonight? Fatality. Triple B wins. Fatality. Perfect. Had some anti. Has antivirus whitelist TikTok. I mean, there's something very dodgy going on. Right. You know what? I'm going to need to get my wraps on, my food on in a minute. So let's have. I might end a bit. Well, it's not early. We've done two and a half hours, man. It's been a good one, man. It's been a good one. My funds have been on fire. Shane Morphy. Favorite unknown fighters. Okay. Now that's a good question. Now the problem is, right, as I say every time, when people ask questions, even about boxing or whatever, who your favorite this, that, and the other prospects, and I'm like, I don't want to forget anyone. Sometimes I need to look at a list, right? Because there's some heavyweights I was looking at the other day, and I spotted some interesting guys, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. And there's what's it called? There's a heavyweight. I'm going to do a video on what's going to happen when all the 30-year-olds, start. I've got too many windows open, bro. But there's a few good heavyweight prospects in the amateurs. Unknown fighters. I mean, unknown is a big one, isn't it? Damn it. Yeah, I need to look at the ratings, man. I need to look at the ratings. There was a heavyweight I liked. Oh, I just can't remember it as well. When it gets late as well, I must be getting like Alzheimer's or something. version. Sorry, I can't super shekel. My card doesn't work. I see what. Oh, don't worry, brother. I mean, obviously, I'm joking, but also, obviously, it's lovely. Little Musgrave. I think Chubby's a fan of the up and coming Mo Lester. Yes, he's a lightweight. Apparently, he's very good at what he does. There's another one called Mo Graper. I think he's pretty good. He's a heavyweight. I think he's from Chicago. Yeah, Mohammed Graper. But yeah, I Lito's Boxing said Mo Lester, and I got my drink on. I didn't click. There's another one as well, Peter File or something. But I just spotted that one. What do you think of Peter File or something? I go, come on, man, you're not getting that one past me, blood. But yeah, oh yeah, that's annoying, man. I wanted to give a good answer, but as I said, I looked through the heavyweight list and I spotted some. Yeah, but they had to be like unknown. So. And these ones were, but there's like a lot of Russians. If you look at the amateur super heavyweight rankings, a lot of good Russians there, man. It's dominated by Russians, to be honest with you. I have a prospect called Nick Gurr from Post. I remember Nick Gurr. He's a middleweight. Thanks for that, Lee. I mean, does he train with Mo Lester? They're friends, right? I think Mo Graper is in Chicago though, so I don't think that was happening. But yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to shut it up soon. So I got to say, I got to show love. So I got to say love to Yapira for the $4.99. My boy MJ, $9.99. I'm looking forward to looking at that video. But I can't believe I got stopped by time with my boy Shane Bogus, as usual. The man's in the house with his 333 twice. Got it down there with his $10 US. So thank you. I'm my boy Mohammed N, who I think's for Q, like I said, give me a tenner. So thanks, guys. That's really great. It's been a great day. Good live. We've discussed some good stuff and red pill stuff. I'm going to get down and eat my wrap. Oh, wait, we got some people coming back. Maybe Sam Shoulders back in here. Bang Daddy Paddy. What are your thoughts on the up-and-comer pack? You got to watch out. This is gonna be Keys from Bradford. Yeah, he's a flyweight, right? I can't see these comments. We removed it. Which comment, man? I mean, you just can't trust YouTube. Sometimes I'll put something completely innocent, like there's not even the hint of anything weird in it, and it's just disappeared. I go, yeah, I'm not sure that X, Y, and Z will win. I think probably Tyson Fury would be too good, or something like completely innocent is gone, man. So weird. Tyson Fury, Mr. Test Tickle is rumored to be Gage's undercover prospect. Gage has apparently got a Nigerian prospect. Yeah, it's unfortunate my comments get removed too. Yeah, Taylor got annoyed with me. He says, like, why are you always ignoring my comments? Because I don't see them get removed. And sometimes I get sent stuff and like, oh, look at this. It's just funny. And I'll be like, I can't see it. It's so weird, man. Right. Like Mr. Peaky, yeah, from South Korea. 8 wins with 7 kills. Dan Morphy goes, let you be safe. Yeah, I'm going to go once it dries up. Honk Key, says Tyson Fury. And we've got some comedians tonight, bro. You know, we got some comedians on the Chubby Lab. But Chubby, it was a Nick comment. Oh, I can't see it. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, guys. So peace in the Middle East. Thank you very much for all the love, the cash app, the super shekels. Did you see the video where Big Baz? Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I quite like that video. Big Baz. But yeah, we're hoping to get some good stuff. As I said, in the comments, right? I'd like to hear from people who are interested in because I'm going to have, like I said, I'm going to have some guests come in. You know, like happen with Michael or whatever. But some of me funds. So yeah, if you're interested, just write something in the comment, or my email is on the bottom of every video and my about me, so you can drop me an email and just make sure you know your YouTube name, because then I'll recognize, man. I'm going to recognize. All right, bye everyone. Yeah, bye. Thank you so much, man. Increase the peace, respect in every aspect. And I've got 2 more lives coming on, as I said. I've already set them up. So I got one. So the day after the fights. So that's Ramirez, Joe Smith Jr. and Lee Cuckoldwood. These Josh the Head Warrington, the Vaseline Head Warrington. So the next day I'll be doing it at 6 p.m. UK time, but I'm doing a special Australian edition. Australian, because me Australian fans, it's like 4 in the morning, you know, if it's too late. So I've got Australian as well. But obviously everyone's welcome, but it's special time for the Australians. All right, guys. Peace. Yeah. Thank you. See you guys soon. Peace in the Middle East. You know it makes sense.